You smile when you watch my stream? I hope I make you frown. Hello. Wait, I guess I can keep this here for now. Yeah, I can keep this music here for now. Okay. Why? Because why not? Oh, no! No wonder there's extra. Okay, hold on. And a closed Reaper. There we go. You eat well. Of course. Of course. I don't tell people to take care of themselves if I'm not doing it myself, right? Okay, hold on. Okay, better. Now I can hear. But what was it? I mean, I got like a slight headache. But I think that's like side effects, so that's something to be expected. But I'm A-okay other than that. I'm just pretty much vibing. So, welcome. 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 Hi. Flayon, my cat is watching. Give me your cat. I have to catch this up to the last one, actually. Because this one... The questions are set thanks to my manager, so thank you. But I'll have to catch it up real quick. But that should only take, like, I think, a couple of presses. So, well, maybe not a couple. Maybe several. Maybe more. But we can patch it up pretty quick. I think we have the rest of the questions from the Google Forms here, except for ones that got taken out. So, if yours for some reason isn't there, assume that the management team was like, like that. And then we have Twitter, but I think there's not many on... I mean, sorry. We have the HIP networking program, X. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have that. I think my manager said there was only, like, maybe 2 sus ones, though? Or something like that. Also, Pika Pika, thank you for the 5 gifted. Penguin, thank you for the 5 gifted. Pika Pika, thank you again for the gift. And Black Pants, welcome to MACHI G-Byte 6 month. Thanks for the 6 months being awesome, making us smile and helping us as people in general. I'm doing nothing. But I'll let you help. I'll let myself help. How's that? Deal? Deal? I'm always gonna throw it back to everyone here. You have to allow people to help you in the first place to be helped, so that's what I'll point out. Also, Blank, welcome. Thank you. Welcome to MACHI Invite for the 6th month. Is it 7 months now in total, or 8? 8. 7. Maybe 7. Right? Also, sorry about the schedule, I think. I was getting ready, and then I was like, wait, it's an hour later, I guess. So, why not, I guess? And here we are. Here we are. 6 for Minchi, 7 in total. Almost 8. Hey, Flay, thanks for being so fun and entertaining these past few months. I'm glad to have you as my Oshi. You should ban me now. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to MACHI Invite for the 6th month, Bonjo. Thank you very much. I'm glad. If people are having fun, that's all I can ask for. Other than that, my brain is empty. Sometimes not empty. Although, actually, I guess, my brain is rarely empty. But it's simple. It's rarely empty, but it's simple. It's rare when I wake up and then I'm automatically not thinking something. Which can be a blessing, but also a pain. But it's just pretty much there. Also, Blank, thank you again. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Why? We gotta get more remotes, but, maybe I'll ask for remote ideas one more time, or I'll find that old post I asked about it. And that should be good, right? Also, Silal, welcome to MACHI G-Byte. Thank you. Please enjoy the ramble audios and voice request audios and whatever else people get there. My brain goes burr sometimes, more like all the time. It's always thinking. Although, if it were more empty, then probably it'd be a lot easier for me to do things. I think? So it's pretty normal. Hold on, let me catch this up. Or maybe it's not normal. Who knows? I give up. The only normal I want is you have the fair chance like everyone else. That's the normal I like. That's what I mean by normal. I know some people don't like it, but there's normal and then there's the... It's a bit harder for you, isn't it? None of that. No hard mode. Normal mode is good. Normal mode's very good. Okay. Bam. 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 I hate Danganronpa. No, I don't hate Danganronpa. On stream? Maybe. I think Haka wants to. It depends. I think once I feel for it, then I'll do it. Maybe. How long are Danganronpas actually? Depends on how much free time stuff you do. The Last of Us? No, I never played that before. Can we even play it? I know Altera wanted to play the remake, but we weren't able to. Not yet. Haka hasn't played it. I think Haka's only consumed content like sideways, but never fully like played it, I don't think. Wait. Okay, we're almost there. Bam. Get back into... Oh, people are getting into Raincoat now, right? I want to stream that. That'd be fun. No, I think you can only stream chapter 1, though. Kamo says we answered this one, yeah. Raincoat is sick. Really now? Undertale? I haven't played Undertale yet. You'd love to see me play Raincoat. What's it on? Is it on PS5 and... Switch? Switch only. Okay. Then I can get probably. Maybe. As long as I make it work. And I have time and I don't overlap with anything. It'd be easier if I could play every game whenever I wanted. So, like, fighting games would be easier if there were more that I could play, like, on the spot. So let's say something goes wrong right now and I can't, like, do a Q&A. Oh, I could just go play that one. But it depends. Okay. Buy the summon files. It depends if I want to stream that or play it offline. Okay. I think I've caught up now. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So last time we left off on this, I think I said like ditto. Or something so it's easier. Undertale, you planning on playing it? When I get to it. When I get to it. I think I'm trying to balance games I am playing and games I want to play. And that's it. The only other thing I do, let's see, is... I try to give Machirunes stuff that they can watch, because not all Machirunes can watch everything. So there's that. Other than that, I think that's the only real restriction. Other than just chilling, for the most part. Yeah. So I'm good. As long as I can fit it in and I'm happy, I'm good. I'd be more unhappy if I was, like, forced to do other stuff. Then that'd be annoying. That'd be annoying. Okay. Deltarune. I never played... I watched a streamer play it, but I never played chapter 2. Is that the one that's out? Or is it chapter 1 technically? The prologue. Either or. Okay! Here we go. Questions are ready. Hi, I'm Machina X Flayon. I answer your Q&A questions. Surprisingly, they're not as sus. There were 2 sus ones my manager won't show me. Who knows what the hell you asked? Who knows? I assume people are normal when asking me questions. But then sometimes I realize, wait, maybe people on the internet aren't normal. Which is funny, I guess, because people forget it, right? But that's like for any like type of group or being anywhere. Okay. Alright. I want to know what was asked though. I'm curious. I have a hard time figuring out what is appropriate or not. I feel like some stuff isn't as obvious, but people will act like it should be obvious to everyone. But then when I look at it, I'm like, I don't think it's that obvious unless you're like part of a certain group or something. Or it's like a clique. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, probably it'll be obvious there. But I think the only thing obvious is just like, wow, that would make anyone uncomfortable, right? Also, Honto, amazing 6 months of the Machirunes and Flay. Thank you. My silly Kami Ushi, looking forward to more amazing endeavors. I would crush you. Thank you. Welcome to Maki G-Byte 6 month. And Zama-sama. Idu Sumatras, let us spoil you 2 out of love. No. I'll feel satisfied when I feel satisfied. And once the Machirunes have been spelt enough, then I'll be okay. Until then, no. No. You can try to spoil me as much as you want. But here's the thing. You don't have the power to do so. You don't have the power. No matter what you do, you don't have the power. Number 2, a lot of you are shy. So that's even more power you're lacking. Number 3, maybe you can have a good attack, but you'll crumble the minute I attack back. So that's a weak defense. That's a number 3. Number 4, no backbone. Basically, you can't stand even next to me. Number 5, I could probably have a nice normal conversation. I don't think you'd win. Number 6, if you want me to get spoiled by you guys, you'll have to prove it. In the meantime, I'm just gonna keep upping the ante. So if I give you one thing, you give me one thing back, I'll keep giving you even more stuff back. Okay? Deal? And if you hate that, you hate me. Well, like, theoretically, probably, actually. Because then if you cared about me, you'd have to, like, accept that I want to express love in that way. So, at first it sounds funny, like, haha, you hate me, but really... See? I'm giving you an opportunity to appreciate my love for everyone that watches me. Deal? Because if you don't and just say, let's spoil you, you're disrespecting my love. You wouldn't want to do that, right? No, I don't disrespect yours. I just say that you can spoil me, I'll just spoil harder. There you go. Thanks for recommending the Higurashi VN. It's been a joy to play. How far have you got? Thank you, Nerdy Ghost. Welcome to Lucky Invite. Nice reading, though. Also, Pika Pika, thank you again for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Sure, okay. Good. Nice. Nice. I like that. Thank you for listening. This is why I said some of you are more tsundere than me. But it's okay. It's okay. I know that already. For me, it's just a little bit of spice. That's all there is to it. Spice. Yeah. I'm just spicy. You guys are... Some of you are nerds. But it's okay. Alright, so... Last time I answered this was Ditto, just because I like to have options. But... if you could voice any character in a Pixar animation, which character would it be? Syndrome from The Incredibles? Or Andy from Toy Story 3, where he's like in college and he looks like very attractive. Looks like a heartthrob type of guy. He's got like Altair vibes. So that. So someone absolutely disgusting and someone more normal. Cool. Specific, you like it. Syndrome X Leon. No. Maybe I can hold grudges like that though. Maybe. How good is college, Andy? What voice did he have? I forgot. Hey, Woody. It was only like normal-ish like that in the middle, right? Nice, not bad. Okay. But those, see, easy too. One's a menace, one is normal. And that's pretty much it. Okay. Question 102. If you didn't have the Artress, what other vehicles or mechs would you like to pilot? Either a motorcycle or a hoverboard or a fighter pilot plane. Either one of those. Maybe one big plane. Maybe that one. Motorcycle is probably the easiest to go to, but unfortunately that's very dangerous, but it surely as hell looks cool. But it's very dangerous. But it looks cool. It is cool, but it's dangerous. Better than a scooter probably, because if you get a scooter that's too slow, you won't be able to accelerate out of danger. So there's that. Tron bike, that would work. Any type of motorcycle I think I'm okay with. Question 103. More? If you had the chance to work with Ryukishi 07 to make a new VN, what would you want it to be like? Why are you trying to get me to tell you my secrets? Huh? Why? Okay, let's chop it down then. If Higurashi is about opening up and trusting your friends, and Umineko is without love it cannot be seen, and then I'm guessing Kikonia, so far what I've seen of it, is finding common ground between people even though everyone comes from a different area or culture. So, if I'm right about all three of those, I think a good contrast one for VN would probably be finding happiness on your own, whether it's for yourself or just being self-sufficient and growing strong on your own. And then, like, if a friendship or relationship is dead, it's just like, it's okay. It's okay. That just be happy. So something like that. Because let's see. Number one is trusting other people and being vulnerable. Number two, Umineko is, without love it cannot be seen, to empathy for others, to understand. Kikonia is just like understanding of other people's cultures, I think so far of what I've seen about it. Then 4, if I can make one, yeah. Just growing on your own, probably, better. I like it that way. Are there some downsides? Yes, but who's the homie that's got my back, even if it's not consistent? Me. Is it anyone else? Who knows? I can't say for that. I can't think of anything funny to say. Don't worry, it's okay. So have a great fun week. Treat yourself. Your icon is funny. Thank you, Sleepy. Welcome to Machi Bite 6 month. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes there's only ways to not be funny. But that stuff is like, I'm like, okay, that's not funny. You're just being offensive, right? Something like that. Okay, question 104. If you had to be the creator of an anime, what anime would that be? Oh, just depressing. Also, what would be the traits of the main character? Love your streams. So you love my streams and you also love me? Oh, thank you. Look, I'm playing around with you. Okay. I think I'd like to have 2 different anime tones. One that's a bit more peppy in nature, and the other one can be like a character study. And then that one I'd probably just write how I want, and I wouldn't care about. But the reader doesn't like my character because they don't have flaws that they can easily relate with. Look, they aren't a good evil person. I want like a nice character study, whether it's someone normal or someone just getting increasingly worse. And one anime can be a bit more peppy and like easier to digest, I guess. I'm not sure what the main character. I think I'd probably choose the main character that would best fit. Or if they're the main character, I think it is nice, even though they're the main character, they still are another person. So they need to be the main character for a reason or have something that draws people towards them naturally. And I probably like some episodes where they aren't even on screen, so you give more time to the other cast and let them flesh out. So to be that, I think the character would have to be strong on their own where they don't need to be on screen. Unless they have like a plot device where they sort of need to, right? Like if it's time travel. They need to be flawed. I like fuck-ups. Every human's a fuck-up. Yes, even you. Even everyone you think is great is a fuck-up in a way. If characters aren't fuck-ups, and it takes me out of it. Takes me out of it big time. No way. No way. So that's it. We'll have filler episodes. I mean, if I made a manga and it was adapted to an anime, right? And they caught up too fast, then I guess it would, but... You mean like chill episodes? Oh, yeah, of course. I feel like every episode doesn't have to be advancing the plot. I think that's it. I'm pretty chill. I just like flaws. Question 104. Oh, 105. If you had to get isekai and had the choice to pick, where would you want to be sent to? This one's easy. Romantic comedy, anime, or Pokemon, probably. And probably just regular old Joe in Pokemon and not like... And then they went outside and the Drifloon carried them away forever. None of that. None of that. None of that, none of that, none of that. I'd probably choose one of those. Romantic comedy, anime, easy. Or Pokemon. Pokemon's cute. And there's many more jobs you can afford to do. And the animal connection's cute. And then, let's see. Romantic comedy. I mean, have you seen My Bride is a Mermaid? It's just cute and fluffy. And usually a romantic comedy, anime, everything's sort of like a joke. And everyone sort of gets their own personal happiness. In a weird way. Something like that. Good. Good. I don't have to stress about it. I don't think I even want to be the main character. That is something I think people really want, and then they grow up and go, wait, that would be really bad. So I will pass on that. Sure, maybe. But that's like a lot of added responsibility for no reason. So something like that, chill. Alright, 106. If you had to live with a member of Tempest for at least 1 year, who would it be and why? Bettle. I think he understands me well. I think that's it. It's just that simple. I think that's the only real explanation for it. If you were in charge of picking a roster for a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, who would you pick? If you have Spider-Man in there, he will be there. Venom needs to be there. If you have Zero in there, Mega Man X needs to be there. Jin Satome needs to be there. And then Baby Bonnie Head or Bulita. So Red Riding Hood girl from Darkstalkers. If they're not in there, I hate it. I hate it. It always throws me off my game. And Morrigan needs to be there, but that's because she's cute. I think that's about it. Then you can't have one without Dr. Doom, I suppose. Just have all the favorites. Just have all the favorites. Yeah, bring Phoenix right there too. And new characters, honestly. So, who else, Capcom? Add Battle Network Nagaman at least. I know I say that one, even though I prefer Star Force, because I know that one is more popular and easier to do. Then just give him a Star Force skin. Just give me one with all the characters. Just give it. Chris or Leon. Keep them both in. Just do something. Do something. Do something with them. It always makes you happy. I like it. More new characters and bring back the oldies. Venom should always be there. It's Venom! And Baby Bonniehead, probably. So, Bulletha. Okay. I think that's it. Just have those. And the regular cast. Then, who? Josh Keaton, Spider-Man, OP. And Gambit. Okay, there we go. Hi, Flayon. Hello! If you were a song, what would you be? If I were a song? So you want me to pick one that fits me, like, to a T? People ask me a lot of song names. I only sometimes know which songs to pick. Let me think. I guess this one? There we go. Yobanashi Deceive by Jen. Alright, next! If you're able to choose what genre and what kind of character archetype you would like to voice act for, you can even state an actual character if you want to. Let's see. This is 109, right? A character with lots of emotional range, and I need them to sound disgusting, but also to super happy, to even manic. Just make them very human. Because I think flaws are not really, like... Yeah, it's stuff that you suck at. It's more like... Humans are naturally imperfect, so you may be stubborn about something. You may be angry about something more than you need to. You may be more lax about something than you need to. I may have issues with my temper or something like that. I think every human is flawed, no matter how sweet they are. And without having those flaws, then stuff comes off wooden. Where it's like, even a simple thing where they deal with something very traumatizing, but then there's no perceivable effect at all. And I'm not talking about one that's obvious, like, oh my god, you went through something traumatic, why aren't you having PTSD flashbacks? Because I think people who always say that are just like, I'm like, have you actually seen and talked to people? Do you fully understand trauma, or you just understand your own or what you've seen of it on TV or in fiction? Do you really understand what trauma means? Everyone responds differently. Some people, they go quiet. Some people start laughing. Some people, they go manic. Some people, they run away immediately. Some people start crying. So, I think that's why I like flaws. It just makes humans human. And if you don't, that's fine. Just don't tell me they're human. Because then I'm going to go, they aren't human. But flaws would be more associated with that, I think. So, lots of emotional range. I need them to sound disgusting. Super mad, super happy. Very human. Seinen genre? I don't know how to pronounce it. Seinen. Then, I guess Accelerator from, like, Toaru's good. Or Dr. Tenma from Monster. Bolchi works. Subaru Natsuki. Shinji Ikari. What else? Just anyone that just has, I don't know, just not all that strong. That's it. So that's pretty much everyone. I think that's it. But I have to pick those. So Subaru, Accelerator, Bolchi, stuff like that's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. Because number one, it's exciting to voice. And number two, I don't know, it just feels, I get more of a challenge. Instead of just, hey, can you voice this character? Yeah, sure. Can you talk like this the entire time with no other fluctuations? Yeah, okay. How is everyone? No ugly crying, no nothing. No sniffling, no voice cracks when you get really mad. Nar. Gibba. Oh, this is another one. If you were to be isekai'd into a new world, where would you want to go to and why? It's a romantic comedy anime, right? So anything like My Bride is a Mermaid, so it's simply enjoyable. What else? Huh? Maybe Lucky Star. Slice of Life? Lucky Star or Daily Lives of High School Boys. That might seem good. Maybe. So something not too stressful. If I had to pick other than like the romantic comedy anime or something like that. Okay. Easy. Oh. Question 111. If you weren't an ace pilot, what would your second choice occupation be? A stripper. Let's see. If not that, well, what it actually... I don't think I'd mind. It just depends if I'm safe. But if I could actually pick, probably engineer or an actor. I think that's fine. Engineer sounds fun to me. Or maybe doctor. In your opinion, question 112, what is your greatest quality and your greatest flaw? I think my greatest quality is my empathy and willingness to understand, so I guess self-awareness? Then my worst flaw or quality probably is that I don't like trusting other people and I get tunnel vision, so I will keep to myself a lot, which will probably make my progress stagnate a bit. But sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes you'll get punished from the tunnel vision. Other times I'll go, nope, I was right to do things my way. Fuck you! And let's just say that's happened a lot recently where I haven't trusted my gut instinct and I should have. At least get to the point where you can go, like, trust yourself a good degree. I'd say that. That's probably it. So, basically, TLDR, greatest quality, adaptability, willingness to understand, empathy. Greatest flaw is... what was it again? I guess it's, like, trying to do everything myself. That's it. Only trusting myself sometimes. Yeah, pretty simple. Sometimes it bites you in the ass, sometimes it doesn't. Question 13, 113. Oh. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes, because that sounds funny. And is cereal a soup? No. Because that sounds gross. But I'll say it is if I feel like pissing someone off. Does that explain? 114. Is there a random fun fact or piece of knowledge that you find fun to bring up and explain? Random fun fact or piece? I met royalty before, but it's just pretty much normal. They're just people. Shocker. But some people don't really believe that. But I guess that's a random fun fact. Right? They're pretty normal. That's it. It's like when you talk about, like, maids and you met maids. And people are like, whoa, maids? I'm like, turn down the horny brain, bro. Turn down the horny brain. Did you know maids are regular people? What? Yeah, I know. But I think that's about it. People say that about maids. It's when you're online too much, I think. It's when you're online too much and then all you see is like, sexy anime maid, which I do like. But I guess if that's the only thing you see, then it's like, people act like that's it's like when people see their favorite characters have a quote-unquote PTSD arc or whatever, maybe they do. And they go, oh, so that's how PTSD works. Yeah, I've seen it. Then they watch some other anime or they meet someone, they're like, no, I don't believe you have it because you're not doing A or B of the thing. When it's really different for everyone. But that just implies or shows that you have tunnel vision and you're only looking on one place. Basically, you have no experience, so I think that's about it. I think that's the only thing, though. That's the only thing I could think of. Next. Is there anyone who inspires you and why? Also, Nin user, thank you for the gift of membership. Gatekeeping. I do gatekeeping with myself. I think pretty much almost all the talents that cover in general. So Hololive, Holostars. Then Mayuzumi from Nichi Sanji. And then, let's see. Anyone, I would just say anyone who keeps pushing on despite harrowing circumstances. So it could literally be someone I run across the street or people I've heard about in passing. Because for me, like I've said before probably on streams and maybe the last one, I feel more motivation when people are going through like the worst thing ever, or they have gone through it, but they still have like a very sweet mentality, or they're still pushing, even if they don't think they are. And I think that's endearing, because then that shows me, okay, I can do that a bit too. So I guess that's just like your average person. Can even just be like, you're driving on the street and you see someone pull over to help someone with the car. That stuff is nice. Because I guess it's like, I think there's over-optimism, but I think that's just naive at that point. Because I guess with cynicalness, it's a response sometimes for some people. It's a response you keep yourself grounded so life doesn't hurt you as much, right? But I think another thing with optimism is to be optimistic, I think sometimes you have to see it for what it is, but you're still hoping for the other option. Which may be dumb in some cases, but for me, sometimes I'm like, I feel like that one, if you're doing that, you have to fight a bit more to just be you. Because you have to look it in the eye and then hope for the opposite, and then maybe reality will shove stuff in your face. So I guess that's it. So actually optimistic people, not people who just like repeat, okay, what, you need help? You need to love yourself before you love anyone else. Okay, what's that mean? I don't know, I just read it on the internet. Amazing, amazing. You don't know what it means. Yeah, and you're saying it non-stop without really explaining it. Yeah, therefore it comes off like empty words. Yes. If you don't know what that means, it means that if you have trouble loving yourself, you're gonna have trouble giving that same love to anyone else, even if you held other people in higher regards to yourself, especially if there are traits about yourself that you don't respect. So let's say you don't like the fact you're lazy. You may meet someone else that reminds you of you, and then you'll be like, fuck you. Or you'll go, fuck you, I can deal with that better. That type of thing. Or I let myself be abused by this, so you should too. But if you loved yourself, you go, no, you don't deserve that, and neither do I. If you loved yourself, you'd go, maybe things don't have to be this way. Also, Sleepy, welcome to Machi Night. Welcome! Check out the community post. I just put out a Machi Night post if you want to leave your request there. But that's it. I think it's one thing if you don't explain it. I think it just will tick me off more if you just say it, but you don't actually know what it means or why people say it. Then it's just because it's like, maybe you're trying well, but it's not actually going to help. I think that's it. Alright, 116. Maki, that's me, hi. What's your opinion on escapism? If you're used to escapism, then how do you notice it?
Well, sit in my chair. I am the guy on the internet, and I'm going to tell you that according to the media I have consumed, escapism is bad, because that's not what all the stories that are very about fighting reality have told me about. And everyone's life is the same.
So basically, I disagree with that. I think escapism is fine. Just too much of it might be bad. But that goes for a lot of things, so too much of anything might be bad. I like escapism. I think I have my own versions of it, but it's never consistent for me because my brain is so like aware and thinking so much, so I can't rely on it too often, or rather I can't focus on it. If we're talking like in terms of like having fantasies or just coping via entertainment, right? But I think only time I try to nip anything in the bud for escapism if it's gonna like bite me in the ass or I'm just directly ignoring a problem. And one way it's like, well, can't have those dreams if you're not taking care of yourself. Can't use that future VR headset if your in real life body is dying, right? But if you're talking about red pill or blue pill, I think for me, I would take the red pill most of the time just because I know that was what I would pick, but I don't think that makes me any stronger. And it's more like a choice, and I think the blue pill for some people should be fine. Because not everyone has the same reality. congratulations, you've had some hardships. There's some people that can't even begin to have any of the things you're fortunate enough to have. It's just how it is. I have many things right now that, well, my life sucks in other areas. There are other things people would kill to have. That's just how it is. And if you take red pill or blue pill, I think it's like whatever. And for anyone that doesn't know, red pill is like basically, you know the truth. Blue pills, you stay in the dream reality. But I don't think everyone has a choice. Are you gonna tell like a kid who's being abused to face reality? Yeah, if they make it to adulthood. Not everyone has a choice. Not everyone has the same body. And I think if I do have a pet peeve with escapism, I think like when fiction has plots where it's like, you, the main character, are chosen to give reality either the red pill or the blue pill. Do you wake them up for the dream or you wake them up to the truth? And I see lots of stuff where it's like, yeah, the truth, reality. I'm like, okay, I get that. But my big pet peeve I have with it is when it's done in a way where it's like, yeah, I know what's best for everyone else. They should just do better. It's not a problem if you're being abused or people are holding stuff against you, or if you have a very unfortunate circumstance. You should just do better. I don't like that. I don't like that. But here's the thing. If you're in that situation and you still choose the truth, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. If it's for yourself, that's fine. Just be selfish. That's fine. But I say just be honest that you're selfish and go, no, this is for me, mainly for me. Don't be like, I'm a hero, a righteous hero saving the world. I'm fixing you. What's the thing I see online often? Look at you. What's the opposite of sugarcoating? Oh, the people are too blunt and they're just like, I'm just honest. Harasses people. You're too weak. I'm just honest. You don't get it. You need someone who needs to be harsh on you. But when people do that, I'm just like, what are you doing? Are you being honest? Or are you being like talking without tact? Rude, essentially. Because the thing is with reality, all I can say is the world is gray. Some things are black and white, but the world is gray. And everyone wants to do either or other. But really the truth is it's in the middle. Some people will choose the truth, some people will choose reality. But not one other should be like, you're lesser for choosing that option. You're weak or something. I just feel that's flawed in and out of itself of a thing to take. There's an inherent flaw with that. And then you're assuming everyone is born equal and has the same opportunities. And that's okay. It's not, you didn't choose that. No one chose like, yeah, I want to be born better than other people or worse. But all I say is don't try to convince people or say anything. Like, my pet peeve, I guess, essentially is don't say you're doing something for someone if it's really for you. That's it. Just be honest about it. So escapism, I think if it works for you, then use it. If it's too much for you, then maybe dial it back a bit. But if it works, it works. Like, I don't know what that helps you get through like a tough time in your life. Pretty sure I got through a lot of stuff when I was younger by escaping. Did I develop some other issues? Yeah, maybe, but maybe it was because of the issues in the first place. Did I develop escapism issues? Oh, definitely. Did I cause a lot of my own problems? Oh yeah, sure. But not all of them. So it's pretty much that. So you look at your life and escape if you need to. It's like, I guess with P5, I wouldn't be telling like the victims of the first boss, oh yeah, you just need to stand up for yourself. No. No. Less. I think that's standing up for yourself should be a lesson for yourself to learn. If you want to handle something better. Not Ryuji. Ryuji is normal. I think out of chapter 1 though, I think because he's being comic relief, he's not as consistent, so that got concerning. I think Ryuji usually is like normal, but maybe I think differently. It's the other guy that I'm like, But what's it called? I think that's it. Just everyone has different scenarios, and I think if you're really more mature, you will go and say, okay, I understand that's the best thing for you, and just go be on your way. That's it. That's it. No, the palace villains. Palace villains. Joker's pretty, I don't fully understand his personality yet. I sort of understand it, but it's also sort of different. I'm more like, If you go into an alley and someone beats you up, I don't care if it's a dark alley and people tell you not to go there. I'm putting the blame on the person who beat you up. Unless it's like a bear, or like a wild animal that knows no better, and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, probably don't want to walk down there. But if it's like a human, I'm like, nah, the fool shouldn't be hitting people in the first place. That's how I take things. Skip a question, did we? Don't think so. Okay, but that's pretty much it. All right, 117. Not sure if you answered this in another stream, but what made you really get into that RPG Maker rabbit hole? Do you have any notable ones that are favorite or mean a lot to you? I think everyone gets started because of probably Ed, Mad Father, and Witch's House, right? And maybe Misal. Basically, VG person who gets everyone into it, and all the creators. But I think, and the Crooked Man series, so the Something Man series by Uri, U-R-I. I think what really got me into any RPG Maker is that the aesthetic is also nice. It's easy to pick up and play. It's like a VN, but you have something to move around and sprites to look at. And number 2, I guess, is... I feel like they'll write about topics that people don't want to touch, or they'll actually write about topics in a way where it's like realistic instead of just mainly touching the puddles. So, like I played RPG Makers where someone will have to, over the course of the game, have 5 opportunities where they're taught to open up instead of just, I got a pep talk from my nice anime friends. Wow, I surely feel better. All the trauma's gone. I surely won't fuck up anymore. So I guess I like it for that. They're willing to just get into the nitty-gritty of it. Now, some of them, maybe they'll have topics that are a bit too dark for you, so don't play those. Others of them, I think they're just strangely realistic. It's like I'm more creeped out by a neighbor if they're keeping like dead bodies in their vents than I am of being creeped out of, ooh, big scary vampire man goes and bites me, right? Because it's a lot more tangible-ish to me. So some RPG Makers are like, some can be wacky in theory, but a lot of them, despite any wacky scenarios, they all deal with the human element. Whether their main character isn't like a sweet potato pie, or the people around them are just assholes, or maybe everyone's just an asshole. I like that. It's cool. I guess that's it. Yeah. Pineapple on pizza, number 118. No. 119. Out of all the games you played on stream, which have been your favorite? 13 Sentinels, Under Night and Birth, and Angels of Death, and then Titanfall 2, probably. But I like all the others, but I think those first come to mind. Oh my gosh, I think we finished this one. Cringe. I am cringe. Good. Okay, now we got the second part of questions. I'll have to come back to one of these because I don't understand it fully. I think I get it, but I don't fully get it. So maybe we can do it on one stream. So, 120. Please recommend a song to listen to when it rains. I think I got 2 questions like this, so I'll answer them differently. Silent Hill 2, Mary's Invitation. That one. Look that up. I can type it. There you go. Please write your own charm. Is this like a charm for blessing? Or you want me to write about my own charm? It's for blessings, isn't it? I think I'll have to come back for this one. I like this question a lot. Why did you send it? My charm point. Oh, I'm so sexy. My charm point? I listen to you and take you seriously. That's about it. I think that's it. I think that's what people like. That's it. So I don't really care, I guess, how fantastical the nature sounds. Yeah, maybe like if I hear your story, something about it will be off, but I'm not the type to go, well, your story about your trauma isn't adding up. I will listen to you first, and then I will put together pieces afterwards. I'm not gonna go, like, every 5 seconds go, are you sure that really happened? I don't do that. I listen to you first. So you could tell me honestly, like, I fucking time traveled. No, obviously I probably won't believe it, right? But regardless if I believe your circumstance or not, regardless, your fear or whatever, your emotions are still real. So I believe in that at the very least, if I'm capable. I guess that's it. That'd be my charm. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Real issue. How do I stop moaning and grunting while working out? Like, holding back my voice when I do push-ups sounds even more sus. Should I just get stronger? But even then, it's just taxing work that it's the best. So in the end, it's inevitable. Sort of. It's like slightly inevitable. The thing is, I really want to go at the machines at the gym, but I'm too self-conscious. I just want to work out, man. Well, I guess for you, you could probably determine by just recording yourself. Or even putting like earplugs in ear to see how loud you actually are. Or if you have like a friend or anyone that can listen to you. If no friend, then just record yourself and see how loud it is and then count like... Just do a regular workout at home if you can. I think for this, grunting and moaning at the gym actually is probably more normal than people think. I think everyone will be like, if it's like lifting up something, like, oh! Yeah, that might be loud, but I don't think most people do that. I think, like, right? And it sort of helps with the brain connection with your physical body. So it's like slightly inevitable, but you can sort of work to condition it. I think grunting should be fine, and honestly, people grunt at the gym all the time, so you shouldn't need to. I only be concerned if you're like that, right? Like Leon Dead by Daylight moaning, something like that. Then I'd be like, okay, yeah, you might not want to go in public like that. But I'm not sure if you do. I'm gonna assume like maybe 50% of the way that you sort of do that, considering how you've written this. But it just might have to be something you practice at home, and just practice when you're lifting something up like weights, and go, just practice being quiet. That's it. The more you practice, the more you get out of it. And at the very least, if it's really a problem, then you can probably find some home equipment to use at home. May not be the best, but there's some workarounds. Other than that, find a gym where they just leave you be. I think you should be good. I think even most people, I like to think that they will just like go, oh, okay, do your thing. Or most people have like headphones in anyways, right? And they'll just go, okay, yeah. And if it's a place where people are just mean and like you can't make any noise, maybe another gym if possible, if you have the option. Or try another time. See what you can do. Not everyone has the access to do everything. So at least try that. But other than that, if I could say anything, I think moaning and grunting is pretty normal. I don't tend to do it, mainly because like I work out a lot, I guess, is what pretty much you just say. I'm just good with my body, so I have a good breathing too. I actually probably work on that. And that's how you can do like Ring Fit. And then I don't think in Ring Fit I'm like I'm usually just talking normally, but that's just because you get that way over time after building up your stamina. So that's it. Jenny, thank you for the membership. Very cute. Thank you. I can tell your icon is. You have nice hair. Just work on your breathing at the very best. I think that's it. If you're usually grunting, I guess it comes from your mouth a lot. So the more you try to breathe with your nose or have a full nice... If you use your diaphragm or usually work around it or with it, then it's easier. Other than that, I guess the first thing I would do is like, make sure you don't beat yourself up too much about it. Grunting is normal. Don't worry about it. And just practice holding back your voice. That's it. And not, there's probably like a specialist that can help you with that. Scenario. You come home super physically and mentally exhausted and hungry. What do you make to eat and how do you unwind? I think the first thing I do is I make sure I get cold water first if I need to cool down my body, and then protein. Something filling. And then if it's hot, I'll just get even something more to cool down my body temperature. So I will actually go for a popsicle if that's what I need to cool down myself. Then I'll rinse out my mouth and then, let's see, maybe I'll nap or just sit and chill. But any proteins like meat, lean meat, I don't like red meat that much. we can work, but that's we. I guess that's it. I literally just get whatever protein's available. And then if I eat something unhealthy, I'll just get like something better later on. As long as I don't make like an issue of that. I think that's it. When I'm feeling tired and mentally exhausted, I just check everything. I'm like, okay, have I eaten? Have I drinking enough water? How's my body temperature? Is it cool? Do I have a headache? Do I need to take any medication? All right, let me go chill now. That's it. Then I guess I just get into like a shirt and boxers. I think that's it. Oh my gosh. Question 124. Since Persona 3 is one of your favorite games, what are your thoughts on the remake, Persona 3 Reload, coming out in 2024? I'm interested to see. I think the English dub has a new cast, so the Japanese should still be the same. I think the only thing I would be curious about whether is that they have FES content. I hope they do. Number 2, I hope they have something of the answer, because I think you should... It'd be nice to have, like, a Persona 3 remake where it's, like, all the game content in one place, so you don't have to, like, go play the old PS2 game. But most importantly, the elephant in the room, also, Nin, thank you for the gift of membership. I very much disagree if anyone says the female protagonist doesn't add anything to the game. Not only does it add an option, whether you're female or not, or maybe you just identify with your body. But as I've talked about before, I feel like she's worth to add. Adds more replayability. So I would take a delay if I could too. Like a year delay? Fucking do it. I'll take it. Hell, whatever. Or even add her as DLC. Just add a $10 DLC. I'll pay it. Whatever. She is very good. I think people sleep on her, but it's probably because they haven't played her. The original main character Persona, a lot of Persona protagonists, despite their blank slate, have a lot of character to them. For the Persona 3 main character, regardless of whatever your life is, they've had a rough area in their life once. Which everyone has. Maybe theirs is a bit specific, but they've had a rough area of their life. And their response to it was becoming more aloof, jaded, quiet, apathetic. That was his response. But that's not everyone's response to trauma. Now, the female main character, she's a bit more ginky, more energetic than him. She's more outwardly friendly. But just because someone's like that doesn't mean they haven't been through anything. And if really that is her response to trauma. So, Persona 3, not only is the theme death, you have death for the characters here. So, for the male main character, it's the death of his apathetic life and learning to grow past it. And for hers, it's the death of her having to force herself to be like this image, to be normal, so she can live as herself. So, male main character learns to actually live. Her, she actually learns to live how she wants to, or one that's really good for her. She's very good. Her social links are banger. A lot of them, I would even argue, are better than a lot of the original male ones. Very good. Her social links for the C's are also very good. Yes, they added them to like 4 and 5 where you can have social links with your party members. But, see, sometimes in like the other ones, the social links are just like one simple problem. Then you fix it. Yay, thanks main character, you're so awesome. But if we take Junpei Iori's social link with the female main character, for example, he is not only dealing with his own self-worth in it, he's also dealing with accepting himself as a whole, accepting that he's enough, essentially, enough, in comparison to the main character, regardless of who you play as, the male or the female option. His own alcoholic father, forming connections with people, 6 in what he wants to be in his life. All of that's in a social link, so it's not just, oh, hey, sorry, my friend is having some trouble, main character. You want to pretend date? So I can, like, help my friend out at a double date? It's a bit more real than that. That's like something you'd hear from someone, even if you just hang out, like, on freaking L-Sword. Or Maple Story when you're young, when you're 11 years old, you're online, and then suddenly someone starts trauma dumping. Regardless of the trauma dumping happening, you go, whoa, this person's dealing with shit. It could just be like, you and your friend run dungeons, and suddenly it's like, yeah, my parents are arguing again. Or yeah, I had a fight with someone, or people were bullying me at school. No one really gets to have the life they fully want to. And with her links, A lot of her links are like that. And it fits into the themes of death because in Persona 3, every character really loses something. But they keep on pushing. And it's not like they just lose it. Okay, help me. Thank you, male main character. Thank you. I'm gonna be better now. For some of them, there's no conclusion to it. The only conclusion they get is that, well, one day we may die, but at least I have you here till then. Or at least I get to spend time, at least I get to meet you. Which is the answer to death. Finding meaning with your life, which is what Persona 3 does a lot. So, if they don't put her in, I'll be sad. I know they're probably not gonna, a DLC I hope for. But I will not take any arguments that she is not fitting for the narrative. She's not good enough. That's just simply, you're stupid. And I will argue with that if you say that to me. I will argue you to death. She is one of the best female protagonists I have ever seen. Ever implemented. And one of the best silent protagonists I've ever seen without making them yeah, hey, I'm just like you, by the way. I'm really shy and socially awkward, you know, since you're a gamer. Yeah, and I don't talk much. Yeah, there's some people like that, but some people talk a lot, but they're still also anxious as shit. Some people, when they get anxious, they go... Not everyone goes, hello, hi. And also, the male main character is real too, because when he's apathetic, he's fully apathetic. It's not like, I'm too cool for school. It's more like he doesn't fucking get it. He doesn't get it. And then as he grows as a person, then he can connect with people more, and then finally move on with his life. So that's it. I hope they add more content that's in FES and in the answer, probably. And then female main character DLC. And if not, at least incorporate something of a route to the main route. I think that's it. And yeah, I'll argue with you if you say that she has no use. Alright. 125. Sorry, but are you interested in BL? Okay. No need to answer if you're uncomfortable with them. No? Well, why wouldn't I be comfortable with it? Sure. Sure, I'm already asking to play some. I'm asking to play some, it just takes a while. When you see a game, you're like, what the fuck, he's playing this? I've actually been asking for that or pushing for it like since forever ago. And it's more like it only just came now. It's like I always say of Trouble Days. I asked for that way back. Like right after the 13 Sentinels. So that was like back in like May or something. Way back there. That's when I asked. Queenie Pop only asked recently, but not because I have more like arguing power, right? And I have to show. I can show like, look. We showed that we're capable of playing this game. You can trust me to play this. That's it. But I wouldn't be uncomfortable. Sure, why not? Only question is if I can actually play it. That's the only thing. Other than that, no problem. Tempus members as evolutions. Let's go. Battle Aspion, Haka Umbreon, Flayon, me obviously, Axel Jolteon, Altair Glaceon, Sylveon Magni, and then Vesper Leafeon. Maybe it's not fully fitting, but I like this. I think there could be better fitting ones, but they need to have new types. They need new types, so let me type this down. There you go. Nice. Had that thought out, of course. Some questions I think I can answer on the go. Other questions I'm like, I zone out and I don't know what to pick. It's like, don't you have some days, I'm getting water by the way, where you can think about like what your favorite OST is, so other times you can't? Okay. Let's see. Then let's see. The Shinri I put as regular Eevee. I don't think there's any other Eevees. No Eevee trainer, Eevee. Eevee. That's what I'm feeling the most. Where'd he cut it out? Oh, whatever. Okay. So here, let me put it all again. Okay. Vaporeon. That one has to be super cute. Vaporeon? I'll think about that. They need a ghost Eevee type. Okay. 127. Thinking of checking out Baldur's Gate 3? Sure, why not if I can fit it in the schedule, honestly. I prefer to play with the guys first if they want, but I think everyone's busy right now, so I think I will maybe either see if everyone's available or I'll try it on my own. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll try. I think it's just a matter of... Because right now, I still do stuff for myself. The only other thing I add is, what things do the MACHI runes want this week, right? And I try adding that, and then sometimes I fill it up too much. So I go, okay, I haven't done fanfic reading in a while, I should do that. Or I haven't done Flame Me Out, or I need to draw this, I need to draw that. Or we talked about drawing MACHI rune sonas, right? Or we haven't played Jackbox or Mario Kart in a while. So it's like that. I think as long as I don't get in the way of adding stuff, I should be good for the most part. And then I can fit it in. Spoil us more. There you go. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You want me to accept your love? Accept mine, and then I'll accept it. Deal? See? Good. 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 Thanks for being obedient, nerd. All right. We know you love cute things, but in your opinion, what are the top most cutest things ever? Cats. Girl failure? I guess. Cats and girl failure. What advice do you have for anyone interested in voice acting? Voice acting? Okay, this is question 129. So, I think you should just start somewhere. I don't know, maybe you need the type where you need to go like, I need to take 50 classes first. But for me, I get overwhelmed with like, I have to do A, B, and C, and D, right? So it's better for me to get started. So if I'm singing a song badly, it's better for me to just sing the song badly. So, get started whether it's like taking a class or just voicing over text as you play games or read something. I would recommend don't focus too much on the voices that you can do. That's cool, but it's like, it's still acting, you know? So you have to convey emotion. You want your speech to be as clear as possible for you. So not like as clear as it can possibly be, because a lot of people don't speak the same. You may have asthma, you may have a speech impediment, and you can decide whether if you want to work that out or like how clear you want your speech to be. You can still get jobs with a lisp. So keep that in mind. But just make it as clear as you possibly can so you can enunciate each word. And then just focus on the acting. And then for voice acting, it's really just acting. So I guess with voice acting, a lot of people get in with like impressions. The only impression I can really do is James from Pokemon, I think. And then it's just, when you're acting, you move around. When you do stuff, you move around. Even if you have minimal body language, you're still moving. So you want to get with the physicality of something. When you're talking, some people move their hands, some people don't. When people are mad, some people tense up, some people squeeze. When some people are happy, they spread their hands all over the place, right? You're still acting, so you move your body when you act. Your face also changes depending on like what mood you're in. And if it doesn't, that still is a sound in and out of itself. And the shape of your mouth makes it different too. So as you see, I'm smiling here, but if I'm frowning, then it sounds like I'm frowning. But now I'm gonna say, I'm Machina X Flayon. I love myself. I tried to be as happy as I could, but I was frowning, right? But now I'm gonna say smiling and to say it the opposite. I'm Machina X Flayon. I hate myself, right? Trying to be as edgy as possible, but regardless, it still sounded like I'm smiling. So, your face greatly enhances what you sound like. Your body will enhance what you sound like. And then literally just get started anywhere, whether it's just you voicing over text as you play a game, or you're reading something, or a class. You can audition for projects online. But I think eventually you'll want to, if you want to go serious, it's just... get a good 1 minute to 1 minute and 30 seconds demo reel. It just needs to be good before you send it off to any companies and an agent. Then you probably cry. Depending on whether or not you get paid well or not. Depending on how it is. So there's that. Sometimes cutthroat. Being a seiyuu in Japan is very difficult. They have schools for it, but sometimes it's hard to get roles, so keep that in mind. But other than that, for me, I'm just like, pursue this career if you want. If you have to do other work on the side, whatever. And that's it. Just have fun with it, really. Adding theatrics, I think it's like less theatrics and more, it can be, depending on the medium, but you wouldn't want to do like theatrics in like a subtle crime drama or something, right? Because you want it to be more toned down to earth. Just, if you're trying to make yourself sound angry, go, what's your problem? Think about how you actually sound like when you're angry. Or even record yourself. You want to emulate that until you can make yourself sound natural doing other angry voices that aren't your natural voice. Because otherwise, it's just going to sound, okay, you're sounding angry, but you don't actually sound pissed. Because when people get pissed, sometimes they grit their teeth and get very angry, furrowed eyebrows. They don't go, I'm really pissed off, you should stop that! They go, really pissed off, you should stop that! There, it's a difference. Yay! Oh my god, there's more. 130. What advice would you get to someone who wants to get into VTubing and doing a lot of different voices you like to do? Maybe go in with friends. Maybe go in with friends. If you have a good friend, go in with friends. That's good. But, what else? If you're gonna collab with someone, please talk with them first before you collab. You never know. You never know. And plus, it's just easier that way, even if you both get along. If those aren't an option, then let's see. Well, first of all, for different voices will sort of come naturally to you over time. So your vocal cords are a muscle, right? So the more you use it, the more you can get out of it. So, like, for the pirate voice for me, I can do that voice, but now I can sing the next day. But the first time I did it in a while and I haven't warmed up, the next day I couldn't do it because I didn't utilize it properly. But now, because I've done that and because I didn't do it too badly, I can probably do a pirate voice one day and now sing the next day. But my first time doing it, I can't do it. That's just how the body is. It's like exercising after a month of not exercising versus like exercising the day after that, after you've been exercising for a month again. Your body will be used to it. And then, for VTubing or streaming, I guess it's like decide what's fun for you. Are you doing this for fun? Are you doing this for a career? Is it stable enough for a career? How much money are you trying to make? Do big numbers matter to you? Does it matter to you? That's the most important part. Does it matter if it matters to you or not? You're not lesser for either, or does it matter to you? And then I say if it's a career and you need to pay and you need money bad, then you probably will have to pay attention to it. For me, I'm the type where even if I do need money bad, it doesn't help me to pay attention to it or get on any grind set. In fact, I hate it. If I'm in a shit situation, reminding myself that it's a trash situation will just make me perform worse. So it's better for me to just go, la 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 la, and just keep focusing on moving instead of letting every little thing go, oh, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. But I wouldn't pay too much attention. So for me, I just keep that stuff off so I don't see it. I only look like maybe the end of the month if I need to. Or if I'm like, I'm trying something new, I want to see how this is performing. If it's your job and it's really cutthroat, then you might have to look at it often. For me, I don't really care to. Only on something I really care about. But I guess other than that, it's understand how to market yourself and sell yourself well and decide what you actually want to do and if those two things align. So what you can market yourself as, is that what you want to do? If it's not, are you comfortable with doing that? If it is, okay, that seems good. But then are you willing to readjust if you go down that route and go, yeah, I wanted to do that, but I don't like it. I don't like it anymore. I think that's it. And then honestly, just have fun with it first. Start with a picture of yourself, a PNG as they say. And then if you need a design, just try to come up with a design yourself. And then just get a bunch of images as reference points. So go, I don't know what jacket I want, but I like the jacket this anime character has, and put it like on a whiteboard reference. And go, okay. Then I like the shoes that this MMO character's wearing, and put it there. And that's, just start small. You don't have to do, I need 5,000 things to start with. You don't need that. You don't need it. Probably better you just enjoy it first. Just start small. Don't let anyone convince you. Don't let people go, but your number just, if it matters to you, it matters to you. If it doesn't, then it shouldn't really matter to you that much. It's just that. I guess it's like, in a way, Streaming is like high school 2.0 for all the right and wrong reasons. It's like that. You should be caring about this more. You should be caring about that. Why are you doing this? You should be doing this instead. Everyone does that, and some people don't even know they mean any bad by it. Or some people don't mean any bad, they just say it. But other than that, keeping expectations low, true. Because there's a lot of luck involved. And sometimes it is just how you market yourself. I think you've probably seen a lot of content creators where they're just like, who? And then suddenly they blow up big, right? You never know. Some people have to engineer that their way by using their skills. Other people, they get lucky. Some people get lucky and then they adapt on the fly to handle it. Some people get lucky, but then they don't know how to handle it, and then it gets to their head or it crashes down on them. Just start small, that's it. I think that's pretty much, don't convince yourself that, no, I need to be doing this. I can't be loved if I'm not doing this. Just have fun. Then if you want to turn it into a career, then think about it. But for me, I'm the type where I'm like, if I really wanted to do that well, I would have fine-tuned it a long time ago. And this job as a whole can always be shaky whether how much money you make is like high or low. So I'm like, I'll just go get another source of income as backup. Then it's good. I mean, that's what people do with acting sometimes in voiceover. Because not all the time they can get a job, even freelance photographers, writers even. Artists should know this more than anyone. Not every time you can get a job. And it sucks that you have to do all this stupid marketing shit sometimes, right? Like, some people just want to draw and be that. And it does suck. I know some people say it's guaranteed, but really, think about it. Everyone wants to draw what they want to draw and not have to draw something popular to get noticed. Unfortunately, sometimes I guess you have to, right? But I think it's fine for people to be upset about it, and people aren't dumb that they are upset about it. And I think it's how it is. So have fun with that. And pretty much it, then voices will come to you. Just don't worry about it too much. Just get a natural voice that you're comfortable with. That's what I'd say. Yeah. What animal could you take in a fight and why? Probably a big dog. With my equipment? Maybe most animals. Without equipment, I'm not fighting a bear. I'd have to get really lucky. No way. Even if you're trained like peak human, no way. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Let's see. With your equipment. Well, of course the mecha, but I have shields here. These are very powerful. Strong. Gives me a little of a speed boost, too. 1 million lions. I think I need to be in the archers for that. But basically, with equipment? Yeah. Without equipment, I'm not sure. How much prep time for the bear? Can they tank certain gunshots, though? That's the scary part. Because they're going to tank it and keep on running at you. And you're like, oh my fucking... And all it... Because really, what, a human needs like 5 good, precise shots. The bear just needs like 1 good shot on you. Just 1 swipe. Just say goodbye to your neck. What kind of bear? Be a black bear you can scare off. Or a grizzly bear, maybe. Polar bear not fucking with, they're hungry. Basically, I would treat it like anything that's too out of my weight class, so super huge, I'd be like, that might be difficult. So I had to plan around. If you have prep time, it might be easy, but just like on the fly, not easy, not easy. Bear is very strong. Yeah. What animal could you take? I could probably take something else. Well, you never know until you're actually there, I think. What are 5 things you love about HOLOSTARS? Okay. The talents, so all my senpais, and fellow guildmates. The variety people, so everyone's skills, how different everyone is in their own way. Number 3, I think it's also good competition in a healthy way, where it's like, everyone here is strong enough on their own for a reason, no matter what you say. They're the GOAT. People sometimes are very popular for a reason. It's just how it is. Everyone here is strong at something that might give you a run for your money. So that's good. Then let's see. HOLOSTARS. I like my fan base, the MACHI runes. Probably, let's see. I had to go tier list. The reason why I enjoy streaming is because of the Machia ruins, then the guys / my manager, and then third, streaming as a whole. If I wasn't comfortable or didn't enjoy it, or didn't feel understood at all, I would not enjoy it, then I don't put up with that. And then, let's see, number 4, adaptable setting. And I guess there's just so many things you can do here. And then number 5, opportunities. Whether you get sponsored, or you get an opportunity to sing, do dance on stage. That's it. And grow. But I guess that one falls into the last one. So that'd be the 5 things. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Feels understood. Not fully. Maybe one day. Let's see. I like to hope I am. Sometimes you only know until things get to like fire, right? What are some hobbies that you have dropped in the past that you might consider picking up again, such as you picking up art again recently? If there isn't any, then what are some new hobbies you might try and why? Sorry if this has been asked before. You don't need to apologize even if this has been asked before, what? And if anyone bullied you over this, what the fuck would be the point? Yep, art was one of them. I want to learn guitar fully. I want to like learn languages, anything I need to learn or want to learn, so Japanese would be the highest on my list. I want to pick up piano, where I didn't pick it up when I was younger, because I was like, I don't want it. And then just pretty much anything that interests me that I'm physically capable of doing, or even mentally or emotionally capable of doing, because I don't want to wait for the day where I can't do that. So you know the thing I always say, where it's like, if I drop something because I don't like it, or don't enjoy it, fine, whatever, that's fine. But if I drop it because I'm like, oh no, I suck, I don't deserve this, that one, not only will hurt people around you, number 2, it's gonna hurt you really bad when you don't have the opportunity to do it at all. And then you go, well, great, I could have done it, but now I literally can't. So, if I lose my voice fully, it doesn't matter what I want to do at that point. I can't sing or voice anymore. So I guess that's it. So just trying things, that's it. Only dropping them because I don't like it, that's it. And not because like you're some foreseen or thing where I'm like, no, I'm lesser than people because of it's better to try, you never know. That's it. I guess I'd pick up those. Yeah. What are some non-animated TV shows you've always wanted to watch but haven't got around to? Also, if you've seen Doctor Who, who's your favorite Doctor? Twin Peaks, Succession, my sister's been talking to me a lot about the latter, and my favorite Doctor is Matt Smith. I forgot which one that was though, 10 or 9. He was 11. Okay. Oh my god, dry martinis, thank you. Thank you so much, Life, for sharing things with us. It's really nice learning more about you. You're so nice to me, I want to beat you up, but in a nice way. When people are nice to me, I have to tease them, understandable, right? Thank you for the Maka Supa. Hope your job is going well. Thank you, Dry Martinis. Thank you, thank you. I'm just a little guy. People are entertained, that's all I need. If people weren't respectful, then I wouldn't want to stream, so thanks for making the environment. I didn't only make the community, people also make it, so thank you. Okay. And also, when you're being respectful like that, you also serve as an example. So, thank you, Dry Martinis. What's this? What are some of your favorite songs that you listen to currently? Let's see. Never usually a song I can give you the songs by Emma Mouse. Recently, a lot of Auto songs, the singer. Then Izuru Senpai songs, so Kanade Izuru of HOLOSTARS. So I think it'd be those. So Emma Mouse songs, Auto songs she sung, either she covered or they're original songs for her, or Kanade Izuru, my senpai, his original and his covers. Yeah. What's this? 136. What are you most proud of since joining HOLOSTARS? My ability to adapt and things don't really go to my head. I'm still the same. So it's like, I don't get like a, oh, I'm so awesome. Because I am, but it's not like a, I'm so awesomer than everyone else. And I don't go like, ooh, attention for the first time. I don't get drunk on it. Like I can take a compliment and go thanks and not go, oh my God, compliment me more. Please, I'm so unstable. So I'm the same. So that's pretty much it. I guess that's it. Yeah. You're so awesome. Fuck you. Thank you, I mean. Thank you. What? Oh, 137. What do you think the most suited weapon for you is versus what you prefer, what you would actually use outside of the archers at first, of course? Let's see. Me? My most suited weapons probably outside are my fists and my knuckles? My fists and legs. I like to get like up close and personal. It's more fun that way, despite it may be hurting. Then let's see. If I could, I'd like projection-based weaponry or imaginary stuff, or something like Spider-Man where you can like take webs and make it into like a shield or an air shoot. Like, what do you call it? Parachute, or a slide, even a skateboard. Just stuff like that is really cool. That's it. So that outside of everything besides my shields. And then, let's see. Throwing this energy pack here, either I drink it or I throw it in and it becomes an explosive. Or the archers, I guess. Up close and personal. Yeah. Or something gooey. Yummy. I like something that allows me to make like a do-it-yourself type of fight, I guess. Okay. Thank you for the Makasupa again, by the way. 138. What are your favorite part and least favorite parts about being a VTuber? My favorite part is the creativity is endless and it gives people a platform for anyone to express themselves, like in a healthy way for like creativity and stuff like that. My least favorite part is that it feels like online high school, or like less online, but like it's like high school but online. That's what it feels like. But the good and the bad. There's clicks. There's, you should do this with your content. You should do that with your content. There's the dating, like, oh my god, I just met you. I fell in love with you already, but I'm not willing to admit that I just fell in love with you for these reasons, so I'm gonna assume that it's like something way deeper than that. Woo! There are arguments, petty arguments that could have been solved behind the scenes. There is a lack of responsibility people refuse to take. There is the lack of self-awareness. There is just general, don't ruin the fun for me, but it's like they're actually doing something really sus. I think that's it. And it's like high school in a way where it's like, both sides are annoying. Both people are like, ugh, people with drama are so annoying. I think they're annoying too. And the people who can be like dramatic are annoying. But also, I don't usually tend to say that. Like if I say drama, I might keep it for myself or tell when talking to a friend, like one-on-one. In person, I don't think I'd ever just go like drama. It feels weird saying that, like saying that about someone else's life. I usually just go, oh, that situation, or oh, that's a lot of stuff they're dealing with, something like that. I guess it's like because a lot of people online, you're just, there are some people that grow up online, but for me, I know I got online when I was very young because it was the only place I could go. So that was escapism in a sense, although it didn't fully work for me. So you have a lot of people online that aren't working on themselves or have their own issues and baggage, and then it's like a lot of miscommunication, and then just some people are just assholes. But we're talking about like your average Joe. I think that's it. So just better communication. Too much, you should be doing this. I think like you should be doing this with your content, or you should aim for this as like the equivalent of, what college are you going to? What do you want to do? You have a cute voice. Hey. Do you want to do this type of content for your viewers? Ugh. Do what you want. Like, why do you even need to stream? What happened to people just making videos? Do you even need to do that? You could interact only on like a social media platform. That's fine. Why do you have to be a certain way? Do you need to have, like if you're on your own, do you need to have a debut? Maybe you don't. If you don't like it, maybe you don't. Maybe you do. Maybe you had one and you didn't need it. Maybe you didn't have one and you did need it. Who knows? There's too much. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. I think that's it. But I think the creativity, favorite part about it, a lot of people from different areas, so gives you a lot of different like life experience with different people. And then and when you're like that, it helps you grow. So I like that. Yeah. What are your best tips towards getting your first job? Ooh, okay, I got some for you. Know your worth. Don't tell them you'll always be free. If you go to a retail or a fast food job, they're gonna put you up for 40 hours. Even if you're a college student and you're taking like 60 classes. Hey, yeah, sorry about your 20 hours. Yeah, you're gonna need to do 40. Oh, but it's your first job, right? We'd really like it if you stayed overtime, right? And then it's like the threat of being fired or something, or maybe you're scared of it. If you get fired, you get fired, whatever. You get fired. But I say, if you don't like the job, don't be desperate for the job unless you actually are going to be desperate. Because they take advantage of you, and if you don't like it, don't do it. Because I'll see some people going, everyone should do retail or fast food. Maybe some people should, right? But if you know it's not for you, or you're really anxious, and it won't help you at all doing it, don't force yourself to. Don't do it. There's no point. You should just work a job you're comfortable with. I think that's about it. Maybe one that can like open you up, but that will be like another issue. And then set boundaries for yourself. So that's just like standing up for yourself, and set a hard limit for how many hours you need to work. So let's say you're in college and you're like, I only need to take 20 hours, thanks. The minute it goes up about that, you should be like, hey, what the hell is this? You don't need to be like yelling, but like, hey, I said 20 hours. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I had to take this off. Or like, okay, I'll help you out this one time, but next time I'm not. So just put boundaries to yourself like that. And if a job isn't treating you well, then it's probably best to find another one if you can. Everyone likes to say, go find another job. But not everyone has the choice to do another job, right? So there's that. Then, I guess if you're applying to multiple jobs and you get a job, right? And you're like, oh, it's okay. But then as you get that job, there's another job that calls for you, and you pretty much got that job, right? Don't do loyalty. You should do loyalty to yourself. It's easier for whatever job you're actually signed up at, and also better for you. Just go with the job that you want. Don't force yourself to stay at a job because, well, they gave me the job first. If you want the other job and that works better for you, just go do it. Just go do it. In fact, I think if people cared about you, they would go, okay, that's unfortunate that you just got hired here, but if you want to go get that job, go do it. Better just to let them know, like, yeah, I'm going now. And that's it. You should do things for yourself. If you want to stay overnight, it should be because you want to. Not because, oh, I should do it. I've been doing such a bad job at work. You'll learn to communicate it. And then your work, sometimes, depending on what job it is not really representative of you. So sometimes you may do a good job. Sometimes you may do a bad job. You may get fired. You may not do well. You may get hired and then get laid off. Who knows? Just don't apply too much of that to yourself. It's like the thing I talked about in the last Q&A with my sister. Everyone says, oh, just get this car. But she really doesn't want a cheap car that's like 50 million miles, right? And she may not know. And I'm not always going to be there to help her look and see like, oh yeah, this car is good or not, right? So if she wants a car that she's more comfortable with, I was like, well, here are the pros of getting the cheaper, more used car. But if you want to get another used car that's a bit more expensive, if you really want that and you deem it's worth it, go for it. I think it's better to let people learn on their own instead of just like backseating or babying them and going, no, back in my day, I had to do this, you should do it too. Nah, everyone's different. And that's it. So first job, and then interview, let's see. You just I don't know how to sell yourself, market yourself. Go, no, I'd be good at your company because of this. That's it. Then don't reveal everything about yourself. Your employers don't. You don't need to reveal everything about yourself, so boundaries for yourself. And that's it. That's pretty much it. May come, may not. If you need to get a job you don't like first, then so be it, but just look for other job opportunities when you need. You should always, how do I say? I think unless you're like pulling a Lelouch and leaving near the last episode of Code Geass during a war battle and not notifying anyone and having no backup plans, then it's like, what the fuck have you done? Why are you doing this with your job? But if it's like a job you work at and you're like, I'm not really feeling it, I don't think anyone should hold that against you. Just do that. Just go. It's one of the things I wished I did. Worked a job, I was like, it's okay, but I wish I left it for this other job because it would have been a lot more healthy. And that's it. Then you may botch the interview, you may get fired, you may not even get hired. Just be how it be. That's it. What's your flaw? Let me get water. Hold on again. Let's see. A good flaw for that? I just try to be honest as possible. So, I'll just try to be like, what's an actual flaw I have? I try to do everything myself sometimes, right? Instead of asking for help. It just mainly depends. Just be real. I think for me, what I do is, unless the interviewer is a weird person, I just wait. I go, wait, why am I scared? This is just another person. What are they thinking when they're interviewing me? Yeah, probably they could be thinking about doing their job, but they probably have their own anxieties and things they're worried about in their head, right? So I just be as real as I can without being too honest where I give out stuff about myself. That's it. Like, am I fully honest on streams? You know, I keep a lot of stuff to myself, and I'm a very private person. But for me, I choose to be as open as I possibly can so it's easier for everyone watching me, and mainly for me. And it's like that. Job interview before? Is it scary? Yeah, just be polite and be chill. Like, for me, all my bad interviews, depending on the job, were just from following advice, like, and you need to be like, hi, yeah, I would really like to work for your company, and I am not playing around at all. Yeah, I love your long-standing history. For me, all my successful job interviews, there were people who were like, no way. How can you even do that at a job interview? You're too casual. I just go in there like a human. I'm just like, hey, nice to meet you. What's up? I just had a great day. Just got this food before the interview. How are you doing? So literally just treat them like a regular person. I've always had success like that. Unless you're going for a big shot job where you need to be like, yeah. When I remember everything of the code, restrictions 1 through 6, then you'll need to do it. But for me, I've had more success just being myself. That's it. I mean, everyone sort of filters themselves anyways. You probably have a boss, maybe some of them are asshole. Maybe you have the sweet boss, but at home they're like crazy or something. That's it. Just know your worth. And the more you do it, the more you get used to it. Okay. What does being an idol mean to you? I feel like it means everything. It's different for everyone, right? And then some people are like, no, being an idol means this. You have to be this or you're not that. I guess that's another thing with like streaming or idol, anything in general. You have to be like this. But I think there's a bit more leg room for it to shake around. So for me, I think there's some stuff you don't need to talk about. But for the most part, I think you're essentially being a beacon of light for someone to show that they can get better. Or if you're entertaining them or making their life a bit more tolerable just by selling a dream or just by doing something. And you help people feel better and strive to be something with the time they have, whether it's not they realize it. Look at stuff in a different life. That's what I think an idol is, and an idol does that on a large scale. So maybe there's like singing idols, but you probably have like some people when you're growing up and you're like, oh, that person who's older than me is like I idolize them. It's like that. They make you want to grow. So I think that's what an idol would be to me. That's why I think it's like, purity. I think that for me, I'm not even sure what people mean by that. And also, my counterpoint to that is, you talk about purity, but you're busy being unpure yourself while keeping that on other people. So that's another thing. So, but number 2 is, I think purity should be kept for people that are like, you know, the actual kid idols and they start out at 15. Then you get older, I think you should be able to express yourself. It's like trying to show me an alternate universe where Marine Senpai can't express what she likes. What the fuck is that? And she's an idol. She says all the things she does and gets better. She got way better at art. She got way better at dancing. You can't make this shit up. Dude, she did her whole project by herself. And usually, cover would have been like, I'm not sure about this video. But she worked so hard with everyone, putting everything together. That cover had they were just like, damn, holy shit. She sets an example. And you're gonna go, well, she talks about this and that. It's like, okay, fine. Maybe that doesn't fit your definition of an idol or whatever, but I think the term idol is a lot more workable. So I guess that's what I put idol like. There you go. All right. What does living up to your full potential mean to you? And what would you need to remove to accomplish that? Oh my god, my anxiety and trauma. 141. Living up to my potential. I think it's hard to figure out because there probably are some times where I just didn't take like any avenues I could have taken, so I probably missed my full potential a long time ago. Sometimes I missed it because of just like, I just did something wrong, or I didn't have the opportunity to have that potential unlocked per se. It's like Gohan in Dragon Ball, future Gohan and present Gohan. Present Gohan is super powerful, for Jesus, Gohan beast, universal level, blah, blah, multi-universal level, huge power basically. Whereas future Gohan got capped around like early Super Saiyan power level. Why? Because he didn't have anyone to train him and he was constantly being like, people were tracking him down all the time. So he couldn't really reach his full potential. And he had the mindset, he was ready. He had the drive and the motivation to get it, because in future Gohan's future, there's 2 murderous androids going around killing everyone. And all your friends and family are pretty much dead, aside from like a couple. So he had the drive and motivation. He had the drive and motivation to do it. But even though he was an adult, he didn't progress as fast as the present version of him did. Why? Because present version not only got the upper head on it, like the heads up on it, but also more opportunities to train with his father, more opportunities to train with his father and Piccolo, the hyperbolic time chamber, room of spirit and time, etc., blah, blah, blah. So I guess like with full potential, there's like some stuff I make at peace with that, where I'm like, yeah, I didn't get that. Oh well, let's do what I can. But I think for me, the fullest potential was just like to make the best version of me possible. And that's just like, okay, how's my skincare? Is that really good? How's my sleep? Is that really good? How's my diet? Is that really good? How's my personality? Am I inviting, nice and friendly? Am I too stubborn? That's it. So at the very least, I would call it to live with minimal regrets is what I would say. Yeah. Stop shaking, bitch! Sorry. Don't worry. It's off the screen. Thank you, microphone. Anyways, so I think that would be the full potential for me. I think if I fully analyze it, yeah, probably not reaching it. In some way, probably no one is. But I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever, I don't give a shit. My full potential will be whatever I want it to be. Poor Mike. Sorry, did you want me to call you that instead? Jesus. I see. Huh. What game soundtrack fits your life and our personality? Hold on. Let's see. Have a good one. Milk inside a bag of milk. Milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk, I think. OST. Then the 4 Heroes of Light OST. Then Gold and Silver. I think those would be it. And then probably Fata Morgana. If I take out 4 Heroes of Light. So maybe Milk Inside a Bag of Milk OST, Fata Morgana OST, and then Pokemon Gold and Silver OST. Yeah. Don't you ever listen to a song and you're just in the game and you're just like, I feel that for some reason. This feels like my song. So it's like that. It was hard at first, but I think I narrowed it down. Oh, 143. What inspired you to get into voice acting? I think we answered something like this last time, but let's do it again. Well, back in the day, it was the only place where I could express my emotions or feelings without being like ostracized or isolated or like in a way that was socially acceptable, right? Because sometimes when you're dealing with stuff, it's not that you want to, no one wants to have anger issues. But then at some point it's like, you're making us uncomfortable by having your issues, can you not? But then for you, it's kind of like, I'm trying not to, I'm trying to move past it. But you can't like exactly snip it out of your life. It kind of, unfortunately, there are a lot of things with people where you have it and it's just a part of you, whether it's like anger issues or it could just be like, you're fine as a person, but your anxiety is a pain in the ass, right? So when I was growing up, I didn't have any opportunities or people to look up to growing. And if there were people that were people I could look up to, I was told rather I'm like the farthest thing from them, or reminded frequently like, yeah, you're gonna be like the worst type of thing, actually. So for me, when I was younger, I think I got demotivated and I was like, yeah, why bother? I give up. but then that fucks you over. So acting was a way to get out some of those emotions. And I think representation for me was not really an option. So I gave up on kind of eating whatever the media would throw at my way, because some of it honestly just felt manufactured. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, okay. Or it would just be like, yeah, that's not me at all. So this is where it ties into acting. Instead, I'd look for similar ways of thinking or emotions in like characters or fiction or ideas or themes. And then I'd act those things out, and I get like a mini catharsis, really. Because then I get to voice that character. They're a bit more fucked up than I am, but I'm like, oh, it gave me an avenue to get that out. So that was nice. And also it's fun. And also when you do it, you can understand people better. And then sometimes for certain roles, you may have to research it to fully get it, right? There's a difference from actually understanding something or only understanding something from like reading about it. There's a difference from experiencing something than actually reading about it. There's a difference from hearing about something from actually seeing it. Regardless if people say, no, but when you heard about it, you were normal. But then when we saw you in actuality and you reacted more harshly, what's wrong with you? People react differently. So that's it. I got into it because it's the only thing I could. Fun too. Oh. 144. What is a quote or mantra that you live by or has really given you the strength to keep on working hard? Huh? What's that thing from Virtue's Last Reward? The 999 sequel. Tu fui ego eris? I think it's like, as I am, as you are, I was, as I am, you will be. And I think it's also in 1408. I think it means something like, death is inevitable. But for me, it's kind of less depressing, I think. Because I've been close to death all my life, and I met lots of people that were close to death. And I've been close to death myself, so I've seen what the world has to offer. So some things that get people upset won't get me upset. Because I'm like, yeah, that sucks, but at least I still have this. Where I've lost things, and I'm like, well, I'm never getting that again. And once you're closer, you met lots of people or been in a lot of situations where you get to meet many people from different walks of life, or even people who are more fortunate or less fortunate than you, I think it gives you a lot of perspective. And then things won't stress you out as much because you're just kind of like, damn. But it's something you have to come with for yourself, I think. Instead of telling other people like, no, your problems don't matter because someone else is going through something harder. I think it's something you tell to yourself. Or it's like, damn, this sucks, but at least it can't be worse. And you just keep on pushing. So I guess that one. So, tu fui ego eris, or as I am, as you are, I was, as I am, you will be. Like that. So, life doesn't last forever, so I'll just have a good time till I'm done. That's it. I think that's why I don't do any grind sets unless I feel like I have to. Because it's like, yeah, I could stress myself out doing that because everyone says it's the thing to do. Or I could not. Thanks, bye. Okay. What is a strange animal you like that you think most people haven't heard of? Bush dogs. Bush dog. I can go faster in some of these. Look at these. La 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 la. Okay, wait. I learned. They're cute. They're cute. I heard they can run backwards, but I'm not fully sure yet. What is something that about yourself that you're proud of, or happy or grateful for? I am proud of how stable I am, despite everything I've been through. And I'm very proud that even though I did receive help in some places, in my opinion, I'm very prideful of this fact because I mentally had to walk myself here by myself. I had to be vulnerable and open up in the first place to even be this strong. And also had to be self-aware, so I'm very proud of that. So I think that's it. What is the hardest thing about content creation? Just starting and keen, and I guess any acting too. I only took one class once, but that was like far below my skill level. So it was more like refreshing on basics than anything. I got that far because I wanted to, and through hard work. And no one can really combat me on it. Maybe another professional, yeah. But anyone else? No, not really. What is the hardest thing about content creation? Just starting and keen to get any pointers or advice if you have any to share. This is 147. Tails are tiny and cute. I would pull them like you're in Tails. I would. I think the hardest thing about content creation is probably the nature of it in general, where there is lots of luck, despite people want to say there isn't or is. There is lots of luck. And you have to find a market that works for you and a market that you want to do. Because the thing with content creation, as I've always said, doesn't matter if you're making bare minimum or you're making big bucks. Something could change tomorrow, or people could pop up as competition and you have more work cut out for you. Or you just have to adapt to the new market. So you could be making big money, then suddenly dips down a lot. There's like less insurance there. So I think content creation for if you're making a career is difficult. And then let's see. I think other than that, it's just being in the presence of so many people. It's like the same thing. Depends on how popular you are. It'd be no different from like a celebrity, even if it's like a micro level, right? So it invites lots of love, some good, some toxic. Maybe you're not ready to handle it yet, so there's possibility of echo chambers or you getting an ego. Then there also is judgment, hate, and ridicule. Because it's always easy to do it, but it's not as easy to be on the receiving end, despite what people say. But I think those are the hardest things, but that's more like society, right? For me, the most important thing is that I'm doing what I want, and I don't feel like I'm pressured to do anything else, or that I'm lesser for doing what I want. I think that's it. Yeah. On that, it's difficult. I think if you go in with that, expecting it, then it's a bit easier. If you go in like bright-eyed, then it might hurt a bit more. But it depends. I'm not you! Thank you. What is your biggest food crime that you've ever done? Mine is putting an entire Barara taco into Barara broth and eat it like I'm eating cereal. That's just soup, right? For me, I'll heat up food that's meant to be cold. That's it. Yeah. I think that's the only thing I can think of. I'm pretty safe. Too safe, probably. I just heat up food that's meant to be cold because I like it either warm or hot. Unless it's like ice cream or something or a certain dessert. I think that's it. Could be like cold soba noodles. I want to heat it up. What else? What else is meant to be cold? Like when you're at a restaurant and they give you all the vegetables on the side. I forgot what they're called. I don't like them. I don't like them cold. Yeah, I warm up sushi. I like to heat up salad a bit, yes. Heat up ice cream. Not if it's too... Unless it's too frozen. Kimchi, yeah. I don't like kimchi cold or room temp. I like it hot. Sushi warm. Sushi tastes better warm. I like sushi fried. What is your nighttime routine? Anything you do to sleep better at night? This is 149. Zaru soba? I'll heat that up even if I want. Baked sushi? I prefer baked sushi probably. 49. I try to turn off electronics an hour before bed if I can. Then I just make sure I brush my teeth, floss my teeth, wash my face, and do skincare. At least the bare minimum if I can't do like the full thing. Then I make the temperature colder, and I block out any possible sun from like waking me up if it's gonna be a problem. Then at that point, if I can't fall asleep, I just I'll either keep trying, or I'll get up because I'm not gonna fall asleep. Might as well go tire myself out, or I'll read a book. Reading a book is probably consistent, but I don't try it that often. But it's probably the most consistent. I think that's it. 150! We're not almost there. We're close. We're not there. We're like halfway point, I think. Skincare routine reveal when. I did it on one screen, just not what exact products. Maybe I can go through it. What is your most dreaded anime trope? I don't like boring OP protagonist that gets to have their cake and eat it too. That they have no suffering, no flaws, no hubris, no misunderstandings. They always get everything correct. And I don't like when the girl characters are just like, oh my god, you've done this one thing for me. I love you now. I think it's fine if it means a lot to them. I think it's fine if like it makes sense. Maybe it's not the perfect thing. It makes sense if you have something that's really rough in your life and you finally meet someone and they're they actually pull you out of that darkness. I think it's normal and fine. I understand if you get a crush on someone like that. I think that's fine. I only think it's like weird if it's like the guy is not really doing anything different from a regular person. Then I'm just like, okay. Oh, right. It's just like when people earn it. If they're gonna be OP, they better have earned it. I think that's it. Earned it. Earn it. And then still have issues. 151. What is your favorite songs? This is hard, but the songs that come to mind are Dead Angle from Umineko no Naku Koro ni, and then Triste from Tria's Savior. So sorry, you probably want like songs with vocals, right? What is your opinion on eroge songs and VN soundtracks? What are your favorite VN OSTs? There are a lot of good OSTs for VN, some of them are very distinct in style. And VN culture played a development in the Tempa genre and many doujin music. Any thoughts on that? People sleep on them. Like, I make jokes about the hentai piano, but the hentai piano is because the piano goes hard. During the sex scene, I'm just like, holy shit, let's go. And that's just for eroges. And I've lost track, like, how many times I've seen Element's Garden as like the OST. It's always funny. But I think what I like about them is sometimes they can be subtle, and sometimes the VN OSTs can be very dramatic or in your face. Where they can have a variety of songs where it's like, this is very happy or this is very sad. Which may be a bit much for people, but I think sometimes they tell you how to feel for good reason, or you need to know how it feels to understand. So with Umineko, there's lots of characters in there that you need a lot of empathy to understand. So if you don't have that music there to push the scene that they feel like shit, then you probably won't be able to understand them at all, and you just go, whatever. So sound novels especially do a good job with this. But I think it's good. I think people sleep on them, but people sleep on VNs in general. I guess because lots of reading. Blah, 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 blah. I guess just the medium. And that's it. But good stuff. I think... Let's see. I think one of my similar... I like when things go haywire in VN. So here, I'll give you two examples that sound pretty similar to me. So, Yume Miru Kusuri, or Drug That Makes You Dream, Lock On. And then this other song from Grisai no Kajitsu, Deadlock. These songs both play in very intense, stressful moments. And I both think they have a similar vibe, and they both convey like a sense of panic. Or you can't believe it, but you're pushing. I'm like, yeah, that's good stuff. They're not afraid to have a song that isn't like just ambiance, I guess. Like if I compare, it's not a VM, but compare the RE2 remake OST to the original RE2 OST, Resident Evil. Because the Resident Evil 2 OST is more out there with themes and melodies, where the RE2 remake is more, because of its design, it's more ambient and the music's in the background. Which is cool. But for me, I prefer more melodies, for the most part. Same thing for like certain Zeldas. I prefer Zelda having more of like a full-on soundtrack instead of the music always being ambient. I guess that's it. What is your opinion on nicknames, pet names, or figure names? Flay, example, Flay, Lovely, or older brother. I don't mind them. I think as long as they don't act closer than we are, or act like they own me. I think basically if you're disrespectful about it, then I don't like it. If not, I don't really care that much, and I'm just like, oh. So some things that bother other people might make me go, interesting, okay. Well, I don't really mind, I guess, as long as you don't go like to someone else and do the same thing, right? Because other people might not like it. But other than that, I don't mind as long as people aren't being like super rude. I think that's about it. What is your... It's like going in the street, and if it's like your homie or someone you know, and like, hey baby, you're like, what up? But if it's just some weird dude, you might go, ugh. Basically no catcalling. What is your unforgettable moment after being a Tempus member? Like one moment you would never stop having your cult in your brain after being raised. Palette, it can be anything good or bad. Feel free to tell us which one you want to share. I have one. It's like one for each person. Talk about it later, but the one I always think about, probably, there are two I've mentioned before. One would just be all the talks I had with Battle pre-debut and even during debut and like after. And just how he listened to me despite us being super different. He always treated me with respect. And also, what I thought was really admirable about him is that he would open up to me and wouldn't be afraid of doing so, but would also keep his boundaries. And I was like, that's really cool. I like that. So, I just get along with Beto much. And then it's just like, I think, how do I say this? It's like, when we were talking after the month in review, like we're all laughing. But then I saw, right, on the sweat for that seat, I saw it had the balls. And I felt like shit. And you could hear it in my voice. Because my voice went from the oh. And sometimes people can't pick up on that. But Battle did almost immediately. Haka did too, but I know Haka took him like after. Like, yo, you good? But Battle, he took it, he noticed it immediately. So he notices things about me. He takes me as I am. I think he tries his best to understand me. And then I guess it's like, what I like is that I try to be as honest as possible, but he doesn't really do any doubting. He just takes you as you are until he has a really good reason to doubt you. So I feel respected like that. So I guess that's why. Probably like Battle pre-debut talks, and like a little bit after. Now it's like every now and then when we all have time. But other than that, I think right before debut, I said that like I was ready, but I get less performance anxiety and more like I get stressed because of things I went through. So it's like I can't even believe I'm being here. Because I've had it instilled in me that I don't like, not worth it or dumb. So I get scared like I'll be able to consistently pull out the power I want. So it's like, what if you open up to someone one day, but the next day you want to open up, but you are sealed up and you can't do it anymore? That frustrates me. Because I know to get better, you have to open up to people and move through the world, but sometimes I can't do it consistently. So that pisses me off. And so before debut, like I'm there by myself, but no one really usually checks on me. Because I guess it's like wow, you're so amazing. Guess you don't need anyone to check on you now. Everyone else is busy. But, as I said before, Altair sent me a message right before I was supposed to go on. And he was just like, hey, don't overthink it. You got it. He didn't say I was thinking wrong. He didn't say I was thinking right. He just said, don't overthink it. You got this. So I really appreciate supportive messages like that. I think that means a lot. I think if you leave a message like that, that means a lot more than if you don't leave one. Or if you or just flat out rude, of course. But just stuff like that. You don't have to kiss my ass. Just like a little, hey, you got this. Because I think for a lot of my life, I didn't really have people to do that. And the people that are supposed to didn't do it. So I am very self-made. So it's nice to get that every now and then. So those would be the two. Battle talks, Altair, they come first. There's one for everyone, but I'll stick with those two for now. And we can come back later. What is your workout routine and how do you stay motivated in continuing the routine? Something I gotta tell you guys. That's what I gotta tell you. I have a good workout routine, but it's like, even I fuck up with it too, you know? I fuck up with it too. I can tell you it, but like, some weeks I'll exercise every day. Next week I may only exercise 3. Some weeks I may only exercise 2. And it's very frustrating, but the part you want to be consistent at is not the routine itself, but consistent at trying. Because the more you practice trying, the more easily a higher chance for you to be consistent with the routine. The only way you're not consistent is if you just give up and go, yeah, I'm done. I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, I suck. And plus, not everyone has the same environment or schedule, right? Exactly. Kirakan, thank you for the 5 gift. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Come on, guys. Thank you. But my basic routine, I just say stick to this, is I try to exercise at least 3 times a week. So 5 to 20 push-ups before bed, 10 sit-ups, and then I just gradually increase that number as my body gets used to it. Because after a while, 20 push-ups will be nothing, so I'll need to do 30. Then at least 1 minute of planking. I always try to stretch before and after waking up. Before bed and after waking up, and then at least 30 minutes or 2 miles of cardio, at least 3 times a week, or at least once a week at the very least. I think I stay more motivated as long as you have something to work towards. So it's like, what if you and your friends are gonna meet up and you're like, oh boy, I gotta make sure I look sexy by then. Or maybe you're gonna go on a date in like a month or so and you're like, I gotta make sure I look good for that. Just having a good goal for yourself, or like, oh, I like my legs, but I wish they were a bit more thin. Or I wish they had a bit more meat on them. Something like that to work towards. Then also loss if you have something threatening you, but you don't want to get near that. Yeah. Losses for stream. We need to do that again. I just gotta make sure I can do it. I remember the second time I did that for Melty Blood, but then the 100 was nothing to me, so I had to do sit-ups instead. Okay. Oh my gosh. 156, okay. Let's answer these quick. What kind of archetype would you like to be added to HoloStars as talents in the future? Whether it's identity archetypes like a baker, zombie, wizard, or personality archetypes like the cool, aloof type, super kinky. I want someone who's actually ginky. So probably like Obake Pam. She's very ginky. I think I'm just me. I have bursts of ginky, but I'm not always ginky. I know some people think that about me, but I don't think that even matches. Because when I look at my debut, I'm like, no, I calm down here a lot. I'm just normal. I'm just excited when I talk. Yeah, ginky. So very, very energetic. Like they're naturally energetic. Not me. I just do something to feel something, anything. Probably. Or at least that's what I've thought about myself. And someone, androgynous? I guess that's it. Just all over the place. All right. So that's pretty much it. I think that's it. Haka isn't ginky. Haka is he has ginky bursts just like me. But I think his main temperament is that he's calm, cool, and collective. And very open and empathetic. So basically a male wife. But I guess it's like because he can get energetic, people are like, oh my god, so silly. But he's very cool. It's like the same thing with Axel. Some people think he's dumb, but he's very just protagonist behind the scenes. He puts thought into things, and if he doesn't, he will try to understand it. He has a good heart, basically. So that's it. But someone who's just ginky. Just endless energy. Okay. What kind of short hairstyles do you prefer or find the most aesthetically pleasing? Yeah? Why are you asking this? Yeah? Hey, why are you asking? Why? Are you trying to impress me if I walk by you? That might work, actually. If you put lots of effort into your appearance, I will notice. What kind of short hairstyle? I think I just like the shoulders. That's cute. Is that it? Oh, bangs are yummy too. I think those are cute. Those are yummy. Other than that, I don't think I like it too short. So not like pixie cut. Then long is okay as long as you're not like inconveniencing yourself, or you're not like. I think that's it. But something about like bangs and hair to the around, what do you call it? Shoulder length is cute. I don't know why. It's nice. It's nice. I don't know. It's like I have this thing where I'll like be being silly, like, oh my god, this character's hot, but when I actually meet people, I'm just like, I'm normal. And that's it. Some people aren't normal. Some people are just weird. Some people, when they're thirsty, they're thirsty. For me, I don't know when it like correlates. What was the last thing that made you really laugh till your cheeks hurt? That one cat video I linked on Twitter once that kept going, and it looked like he was barely awake and going through it, and like after a wisdom tooth surgery. And then whenever I can make depressing jokes to myself that are funny for me and everybody who's been through them, but maybe it's like a regular person, they're just like, I'm really uncomfortable right now. But for me and my homies, it's just like, hey! Oh my god, you got beat too, Lama! It's funny. It's funny for us. I think that's it. It's funny. So, yeah. I think when I joke about things, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna go on a power trip when I get this. And I pull out like the black suit Spider-Man theme and go, dun 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 dun! Because I just take an exaggerated feeling and I bring it down. It's like I'm taking myself seriously, but also not, and having fun. So if I get edgy, I'm just like, I'm so edgy. This is funny. Oh my god. I'm able to deal with it a lot more. Oh. What was the issue that made you lose your jaw, have to have surgery? Surgery. The only surgery I've had was the one that dealt with it. But what happened is I got wisdom tooth surgery. They took all 4 out at once, but they stretched my jaw way too far while I was asleep. So it messed my joints and it made my jaw clamp up and my joints, my TMJ joints, so like your jaw nerves basically, they didn't work properly. And because of that, my mouth clamped up and I couldn't really open my mouth normally. And because of that, it was hard to get any sound out. So I would have to make more muscle tension to actually get sound, because otherwise it just sound breathy. But then if you do too much of that, then your muscle tension will fuck up your, what do you call it? You'll talk really breast. And then that's pretty much it. And then when it's too tight there, and then you can't open your mouth to get more air, then you can't breathe. And then if your jaw's out of line from that, then it also will mess with your posture and everything, and then your tongue, then your bite. So that was annoying. Luckily, I didn't think I had to have surgery, but I did have to deal with like 2-3 years of gaslighting. That was nice. And then no one taking me seriously. Because you sound fine, though. You sound fine. What? You're not sick because you looks at smudged handwriting. Okay, you do not appear to be openly physically sick or coughing. Okay, you do not have crutches. Okay, this means you're not sick. Enough of that shit. Gross, gross. So I have to deal with that. I think the worst part that hurts is when people don't even want to be mean, but it still hurts. Because they're just like, nah, maybe it's in your head, bro. But if you do that to me, that's like the worst thing you could say to me, probably. Because I was right. I was right. I got very pissed when I finally got an x-ray and they're like, okay. Back before I fixed everything. They're like, no, you do have this issue, actually. I was like, I fucking knew it! And all I had were a bunch of people telling me, no, you're crazy. You're in your head? What the fuck was that shit? But also opened my mind even more to how people who've had similar issues but had it even worse. Because they had like full-on pain. I'm like, ooh. Just show me how fucked up everything is. Then also maybe you want to get back into art and then singing. Because, yeah, maybe I feel really insecure about it. Maybe I'm shy. Maybe now I still have to worry about it because I may relapse at any time. But I'd rather try it and have fun than not be able to do it. That's it. So that was it. Okay. Let's see, what time is it? I have a bit more. Okay. I think I have a bit more time, but then we'll speed up. You know your own body best. That's what I tell people. And if you don't know your body best, you just need more information to figure it out, right? Then you can just go to a specialist. But trust your gut instinct. Okay, what made you want to join HOLOSTARS-EN? Only share what you're comfortable with sharing, of course. I wanted to fuck everyone in TEMPUS. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Why not? I guess that's it. I'm sorry, I don't probably have like a... And then I've always looked up, and then it was just really nice. And it was... I do have things like that, but unfortunately, when I was younger, I couldn't have dreams. I didn't have dreams about doing this and that because it was more like, yeah, you can't reach those dreams anyways. You're just going to turn out like A or B. So, yeah, good luck on that. So, I didn't really have those growing up, so it's still not fully here. Now, I just try to do what I can. But I think the main reason is I like putting myself in environments while I'm forced to adapt and survive. So, if I'm in a public social environment, I'll be constantly interacting with people. Even if things were even to get echo chamber, that doesn't mean that not everyone coming by will stop by and just go, oh my god, Flayon, you're so fucking sexy. There'll be people that disagree. There'll be people that want to see you grow better. There'll be people that like you as you are. There'll be people that don't like you, right? And by having that and by being someone responsible and having people look up to me, I think, well, sometimes you can't help it. I think it puts me in an environment where I have to keep track of taking care of myself because people are watching me. And it's one thing if I have momentary relapses. I don't think you should hold any idol or streamer to like, you need to be mentally healthy all the time. The fact you express that on stream is bad. You should not be, no, none of that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I think it should be like, you shouldn't be a huge bad influence. That's it. And you can influence people as just as you are. You don't have to take full responsibility because like not everyone wants to be it, but it's good to just acknowledge the responsibility you have. So it puts you in an environment here where you have to be accountable. That's it. And I have my work cut out for me and I have to get better. That's it. And why not? And I like HOLOSTARS. And that's it. Hopefully that was a good answer. Okay. 161. What was your dream job when you were younger? To be Godzilla. What was your first major crush like? Their personality? Yeah? Do you like me? You can just say it. It's okay. I can accept it. I know my worth. I get it. My only issue in people liking me is like, okay, yeah, but maybe like my flaws are going to put you off a bit, but I can accept that. You should just admit it and be normal. What was your first major crush like? Their personality, looks, or more the feelings or a moment that you remember? I think it was that one crush I had once where they pissed me off because they were willing to hold me accountable. I think I've talked about the story right before. I think I was like 14 if we're gonna use human years. Yeah, it was like that. But I wouldn't like anyone trying to imitate or emulate that. That's a, don't do that. I'll pick up on it immediately that you're doing that. I'm not dumb. I want to go and I won't like it. I've already had someone once try to imitate it. Don't do it. And they took it the wrong way and they just became an asshole. No. But what I liked about that crush when I was 14 was that they had every reason to dislike men, yet they would still fight for men's rights. They're very sweet. They call me out, but they'd be respectful about it. But then they wouldn't treat me like I'm any lesser for just not doing the right thing at the right time. And then they would actually listen to me and take me seriously. And then, like the next days I stopped by, they would just say, hey, they'd be welcoming. To me, I remember younger me, I was like, fuck you. Shut up. You can't say anything against me. I'm always right. Oh, shut. You're so stupid. You're stupid. And then it's like, oh my gosh, cute. So I guess that was it. I think they're married now, though. I can't remember. Everyone's fucking married. So I guess that was it. Personality and looks? I think they had brown hair? I guess? I can't tell. Maybe that's it, because they did have shoulder-length hair. Maybe that's where it starts. Maybe. I guess that was it. I think some people are like, it'll never be something like your first crush or first love, but I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. It's nice to think about. But that's about it. That's all I can remember, though. What would be an ideal/dream voice acting project you'd like to work on? Spider-Man. What would be your dream merchandise to make? Archer's Gunpla. What makes VTubers unique in your perspective? Artists, or very intergrained with VTubers as a whole. And the endless ways that you can play with this presentation. And grow. And it gives an avenue for everyone to do something. What's something that helps you stay motivated when you need to work on things like projects or art? For me, honestly, sometimes it's focus, but I think it's a good support system and a good life. Because if I'm happy, then my life will be happy. If I try to take care of myself, it will make it easier regardless if I'm suffering or whatever. A good support system just because, like, when I have ideas, the guys here, they don't shoot them down for the most part. No one really shoots anyone down. They're just like, okay, why not go for it? My manager, when I have a crazy idea, my manager's like, yeah, go for it. I like that. Now, if it's really, really actually like bad, right? Then, yeah, I get shooting down. But I like it when my ideas are supported, even if it doesn't fit the mold. And just, it's like that trust, because you're trusting me that I'm going to be like normal about it. And then just listening to me. I guess good support system keeps you motivated. Because you could easily just be something like where you try on your own to voice act or sing something or act, and maybe you're stuck on your own. But then if you have someone there giving you that little push, you're like, no. Here, just keep going. That's nice. And the more happy I am, the easier it is to get stuff out of me creatively. If I'm upset, then it's not good. If I'm upset or I'm going, no, I need to grind, it's not good for me. Maybe other people can do it. Maybe it helps. For me, it's better to keep on moving. If I'm in a trash situation, I should keep on moving and not go, yeah, I'm in a trash situation and yeah, I'm gonna remind myself of it 50 times in a row. Even if it is true. I don't do good. I'll just get taken down by everything. Yes. Yeah, when it feels encouraged. Because, like, what's the worst thing that happens if my idea isn't perfect? I can trust whoever I'm talking to, like, just tell me if it's really crazy. Or I can just go, that didn't work out as I thought. Oh, well. That stream wasn't the best idea. Whatever. And then it's up to me if I want to do it again or not. So I guess that's it. So, happy life, good support system, take care of yourself. The more happy I am, the less I get, like, stuck. Same thing for, like, art block and art. The more happy I am with my life and the more things I'm taking control of in my life, the less I'm doing, this art doesn't look good. Because the more happy I am, the more I'm like, ooh, draw a circle. Then I draw 2 eyes inside it. Wow. Wow. You need to acknowledge my situation is bad. See, there you go. No, that works for some people. That's what that works for some people. For me, I've already acknowledged it enough, so it's better if I keep moving. So it's like, are you ever too harsh on yourselves? Now, some people, they react better if you're like, if you're really hard and they're like, what the fuck is your problem? You're a fuck up, right? Other people might not react as well. For me, I don't respond well to, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because then I just feel worse. Because I've already grown up my whole life thinking there's something wrong with me. Being told that. So, if you just be harsh there, then my brain's gonna go, okay, damn. So just normal? So not too sugarcoaty, but not too harsh either. I think that's it. So good, support system, happy life, if you can. What's something you're really proud of, but other people don't get to see as much or don't notice as much? I think depending if people don't take voice acting or acting seriously. I think sometimes people don't take it seriously even unless you're in a show they like or you're on Hollywood and everyone says that it's doing good. It's like, what's the thing everyone says with Spider-Man actors? Oh, Tobey Maguire is a good Peter Parker, but bad Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield's a bad Peter Parker, but good Spider-Man. And Tom Holland's good at both. But people just read that and they just repeat it. But do they actually think of what that means? They don't. So, I am proud of, let's see, my character, my morals that I've come and grown to get here, my mental stability, all the work I've done to myself. Even if I could have been faster at getting better by seeking help, I'm still proud that I did this on my own. I think that's it. I just try to think a lot before I do something, and if I do fuck up, I'm like, okay, let me get better. I don't try to be dumb. But I think it's like just thinking on your own, even if it's not too different from what other people are saying. Even with that, we would discuss that Spider-Man one later. Almost done. Ish. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received? Oh my god, spoil the macaroons. From me. Thanks, me. What's the best piece of advice you ever received? I guess it sort of falls into the... What do you call it? It falls into what I was saying earlier. Don't let yourself get consumed by the life of the party or dream of the party. And I got that from the 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And that was more like, because people will tell you how to live your life all the time. You should be doing this with your life. You should do that. Or you should care about this. You should focus on that. But I think it's better if you come to that naturally on your own instead of being told that you should. It's like being good because people tell you to be good, or learning to be good, or being good because you learned to be good. Appreciating people because your job says to, or appreciating people because you actually sit down and learn to. So I guess it's like that, and that's why I try to just do my own thing. That's why when I did 2 jobs school, praise everywhere. Whoa, so fucking awesome. So me, I'm killing myself here. Fuck that, no. And then when I did it, some people are like, you're dumb. Me, fuck you. And maybe sometimes you will get it wrong, but who cares? You just got it wrong. You try to fix it the best you can. If the opportunity's gone, that fucking sucks. Just would you let yourself go through it? You just get back up, whatever. But for me, it's kind of just like, yeah, fuck the grind. I'm gonna work hard and work smarter, not either or. And that's pretty much it. And then when you do that, you give more autonomy to yourself, I guess. Unless people said I should do this and more. Yeah, I want to do this. What's the most adventurous thing you'd like to do in your lifetime? I want to travel more throughout space. I can't go too far. And then travel to different countries. And then I just used to like adventuring in the forest. I think that's it. I'd love to go on an expedition like they do in Pokemon. That'd be cute. One day. What's the most impressive do-it-yourself project you've ever completed? My personality. What's the most memorable compliment you've ever received? I have a good body shape and pretty eyes, I guess. Like, clothes fit nice and, like, what do you call it? Slim? Slimming on me? They fit to my body, so they look pretty well. I guess that? Those are the only compliments I can think of that I like. What's the most memorable prank you've ever played on someone or someone played on you? I got in a Kermit the Frog hat, and I got in a hot dog costume. And when my sister came home from school, I attacked her with like the Persona 5 in my hand just to be like, look, it's out. I think that was the last one I remembered. And that was fun. What? What do you mean? If you knew me, I'd probably do the same thing to you too. You'd come home and I'd be like in a banana outfit and I'd start going, "Wah!" And I'd attack you. I just wouldn't actually hurt you, but I'd like charge at you maybe. Just don't hit me. So just the prank of surprise. I like it if it's very... It needs to be harmless for the most part. Or if you're doing the thing, where you cut people's stuff out, you need to fix it or something. And that's it. Just something silly. What's your favorite fashion style? I like looking fancy, but also casual. And I like standing out, but not too much to the point where it's like, I think streetwear, slight tech wear is good. Then I also like to wear slim blazers a lot. Then dress shirts a lot. Then nice jeans at that. Nice Chuck Taylors. Some ties here and there. Some suspenders probably. Some vests. Then some jackets a lot. And some hoodies here and there. But I'll put the jacket with the hoodie so it looks a bit more dynamic. Then it depends. Once winter finally gets here. Probably. Oh, no. Wait, it's back to normal. Okay. Yeah, I guess clothing that fits nice on me. I guess that's it. Loose fitting? Not too much. Not too much. I like loose fitting stuff, but I had to wear that a lot when I was younger. Like, I'd wear sweaters that were too long for me, so you couldn't see the hands. I think a lot of them I had to get from thrift stores or just on clearance because I didn't have much money growing up. So when I was younger, I wore a lot of clothes that were way too big for me. So now, I think because I'm out of that, I just wear clothing that fits my build a lot. So it's nice, sharp fitting. Why is it red again? We're almost done. No. Maybe not. Sorry, it's probably buffering for you. I want to see if it goes back to normal. I probably have to start it over. Oh, there we go. Back to normal. Alright. What's your favorite healing pastime? Napping or rewatching scenes from shows that emotionally resonate with me, whether it's something like a sort of cathartic thing where I'm like, I've always wanted a character to say that. Or characters like this I always like, but no one ever goes in depth with them, right? So stuff like that. So basically like any literally me character. But it's not usually an empowerment scene. It's usually them fucking up. But being understood, I'm just like, I like that. I like being understood. I like that. What's your favorite kind of eroge? Oh my god, high impact sex. Are there any types you enjoy more than others? I guess I prefer eroge where the main character has to grow over time. And if they're an asshole, they'll hold accountable. And they're only really seen attractive by people as they grow as people. Like, their appearance isn't really enough. So I like that. Then I like it also, while as charismatic as they possibly could be, I like it if they're held accountable and they aren't the center of everyone's world. So I like it if you go on a route that the other girl won't be interested in you unless you actually spend time with her. If there's one character that has a crush on you or so, that's cool. But I think if you're not watering another flower over there, it shouldn't make sense for you to water that flower while doing another flower. If that makes sense. Unless you're literally watering both flowers at the same time or poling, right? And I guess I just like it when female characters are treated like their own people in serious things. So I liked it in Krasaya, where at one point the protagonists were having sex a lot but unhealthily, and then like everyone was calling it out, and it became a serious plot point. I like that. And why? Because one of them felt guilty, so they were just coping via that. So I like when they call out stuff like that. I like when the character, the female character, be like, no, I'm not putting up with you. And they leave, or they kill you, or you get a bad end from you just not listening to them and just saying what you want to say. So basically doing something for yourself and not for them. And I like when they hold you accountable in that. So I guess I enjoy basic eroge. Nukige I'm not a fan of all the time. It depends. If it's just normal, like, sex and just like, okay, alright, yeah, it's nice to look at, I guess. But if it's just like very unhealthy, then it's hard for me to get into. Then I'm not a fan of torture porn, I think. That's it. So just, I don't know, just write the story you can have consequences. Be willing to have your main character have flaws or fuck up. Respect the characters when you write it. And then, I don't know. Just show me a world that responds. I don't like it the main character does something fucked up but then no one says anything. I'm like, okay, that's a... it's something. Okay. What's your favorite music to listen to while working, studying? Chiptune music with Raienn. It's nostalgic and I like the sound of rain. What's your favorite word or phrase in another language and what does it mean? C'est la vie, that's life. What's your favorite scented candle or air freshener scent? Not vanilla, strawberry. Strawberry, probably. What's an anime that really impacted you? Kokoro Connect and ReZero? And, oh no, why? Cannot tell you. I guess Kokoro Connect, it was just felt real. And then ReZero, it's just, everyone has flaws. I like Subaru's character, and I like how people hold him accountable. And hold other characters accountable, too. That's it. If you want to know, just go watch either. And what's a question you wish people would ask when they meet you for the first time? Why I like something, I guess? Because I like talking about some things I like. What's your go-to style for any outfit? Dress shirt with rolled up sleeves, maybe a jacket, maybe a tie. The sneakers have to be cool, so you have to have cool drip sneakers. So, nice slim fitting, dress shirt, jacket, maybe tie. Rolled up sleeves if I'm wearing dress shirt alone, always. Then, I have to look sexy and hot. Because if I'm looking sexy and hot, I'm feeling good. What's one piece of advice that you would give the younger Flayon? Create a cocoon and don't get lost in it. Because he probably needed that. What else would I say? Look out for other people, but you should probably you need to learn to look out for yourself first. That's it. And cocoon is more like if I need to make a stronger version of myself in the meantime, then I shall do. Just don't get lost in the sauce, basically. That's it. When eating, which hand do you hold your fork? Left. What's the best advice someone has ever given to you? Oh, that same thing. Don't let yourself get consumed by the dream or the party thing. So you figure out what stuff means to you. Don't let other people tell you how to. And then, no, it's red again. And we're getting so close. Oh, okay. I guess using my brain stuff that's usually against me for me. So it's like using anxiety to my own advantage somehow. Or if like in Minecraft, where I'm like, I won't feel bothered to learn anything because everything's just right already there, right? So I'm going to force myself in a situation that I'm comfortable with, but not fully comfortable so I can grow as a person. So I guess like that. And then if I'm freaking out, I'm just going to try to convince myself that I'm not freaking out. That's it. But in a way where I can. I think that's it. Because sometimes my brain will convince you something's bad and nothing's going on, right? So surely I can figure out some way to do it around. So I think something like that. When it comes to doing anything vocal, do you have any warm-ups? If so, what are they? Lip trills? Scales up and down? La 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 la. Humming gently. And water rescue. And water rescue is just, you take a glass of water, you fill it up under 1/4 of the way, you put a straw in it, and you blow into it. That will show you your rate of your breath via the bubbles, and it also will let you control your breath because you can actually see like it physically instead of just feeling it in your body. And that's it. And maybe 10 minutes of warm up. What's the most heinous struggle meal you've ever created? Cupcakes for a school project? They had some Sanrio character on them, I can't remember. But I didn't have much confidence in it. They did turn out great, but the whole process was very stressful. So it turned out great. But I would consider it a heinous struggle because, yeah, sure, the end result was good, but maybe the end isn't always what justifies the means. Because it was stressful as hell, and I don't really bake much, so. But luckily, I didn't fuck it up. That's it. It was pretty good. People liked it. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. When is your first relationship? Oh my goodness. Manager! Okay. I've told you. It was 11 years old and I was on Chat Tango. And I was role-playing. And I had an RP girlfriend. Yeah, I know. 11-year-old me was the Rizzler. I know. You think I'm joking, but I'm serious. Unfortunately, I think they left. And they never logged on one day. And then, when I look at their status, they left a really depressing message. And they never logged in since. So that was very harrowing. And that there you go. And I was very channeling Sharon and Sakura, I think. Very much. I remember that very much. But also, I was OP. So I could have everyone's favorite anger power-up. Whoa, so cool. The power of his love makes it so he's stronger. Wow, wow. Then let's see, Ninetales had Gias for some reason. I had Bonkai. I had Super Saiyan. I had an arc when I wanted to roleplay the Great Saiyaman. So there you go. So yeah, maybe your little Maple Story girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other can't compare. But that's just how it is. Which MBTI personality type are you? I think INTJ, INFP. I have to take it again. Probably. Find me a long one or recommend me the best site for it, and maybe we can take it on stream. I'll see how, though. Which pilot uniform, regardless of gender, from any mecha franchise, Evangelion, Kukias, etc., do you want to wear? Easy. Star Driver Prince outfit. Any Kokias one, at least the ones they have jackets on, because those are dripped out as fuck. Star Driver Prince outfit's the easiest one. Then G Gundam. Ease of use. Cool as hell. I swing my fist, the Gundam swings the fist. Easy. Easy, 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 easy. It's how it sort of works in here, so of course I'd like it. Which visual novel would you recommend for each member of Tempus? I think I wrote it down. For battle, I said Bingus My Beloved or Steins Gate. Steins Gate, Haka, The House in Fata Morgana, Shinri, Milk inside a bag of milk, inside a bag of milk. Altair, a drug that makes you dream. Yume Mirukurusuri. Then, let's see, Axel. You, me, and her, a love story. But not just because of the ha-ha-ha, you get it, but also they do it, in my opinion, they do it the best. I'm pretty sure it was the first one to do that. Don't spoil it though. But also just from the general content, what I've seen of it. Then let's see, Magni, 999, Vesper, Euphoria. I can't really recommend anything else to Vesper. I'm pretty sure he's played most of the shit I played, so it's kind of like, what can I recommend him to play? I'm like, oh, maybe that curse game. What would you rather do? Talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader? Talk like Yoda. Breathing issues would be fucking terrible. No way. Talk like Yoda. Why did you choose Mecha Burbo your mom as the duo name for Haka, and what's your opinion about the name kind of becoming the official one? It should be official. I think me and Haka picked it because someone put it in Twitter replies, and we added your mom to it. Mecha Burbo. And I liked Birdo because it was like Birdo from, what do you call it, Mario? And that's it. Mecha Birdo your mom. I think, what did they put anything else here? I think as long as something's not offensive, I don't mind it becoming official. I mean, that's not my fault your mom got Mecha Burboed, but it's just how me and Haka be. Why did they call it oven when you oven the cold food of out hot cat the food? Eat the food. I fucking hate this shit. I only know this because they keep doing it with the stupid Riddler meme for the Batman movie. Batman? Why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food of out eat hot the fuck. What did I put here? I hate this in all caps. Why are you so cute? Trauma and psychoanalyzing myself. Will you play Demonologist with your gene mates? Let's see. If we can play it easily and everyone's up for it, sure. That's it. Will you play any fighting? I hate fighting games, dude. Who told you about this? Will you play any fighting games or on any of your streams, like Golden Fantasia maybe? Let's see. Yes! But, as I said, I can never get the details, but like it's difficult for me sometimes for fighting games because sometimes they've never been played before, so there's a whole process with that, right? So I don't think anyone's played Central Fiction on stream until I did, I think. So there's a whole process, and I have to make sure I have the appropriate time so it doesn't get in the way. And it takes a while to like get everything going. Otherwise, I would have played a lot more since then, or I would have played like Skullgirls on my first week or something like that. Golden Fantasia I'll try out either soon or in October. So near like Umineko Day. I think. Probably. But yeah, I like to play more. I wanted to play. It's been a bit. Everything's been busy, so I had to keep moving it. So maybe next week I can add a fighting game to the schedule again. It's difficult. It might just be something we've already played, though. Let's see. Basically, I need lots of prep time to get it. But trust me, I'm always trying. I'm trying. Would you do an art review stream in the future? It seems fun, but I think I'd have to develop my skills of like perceiving art, or at least update my word bank. Because I know what I see, but I don't know the words to properly explain it. So maybe like something with the designs, right? I can review that. But art review might be difficult. I don't think I have that yet, but interesting idea. Would you rather fight one giant Machiruin or 100 regular science Machiruins? One giant Machiruin, easier to focus my attention, easier to tease. Yo, Flay, do you have any tips on how to explore our voice range for VAing without hurting our vocal cords too much? What question is this? Oh, we're almost... Everyone's... Oh my god, no. There's 243. I'm on like 200. Let's see. What did I put? Well, there shouldn't be any damage or strain on your throat or vocal cords ever. You should only really get that if you're trying to sing something out of your range and you like maybe strain a bit. But it shouldn't be like any pain. Then really you just practice scales, up and down, humming. Learn singing. The more you use your voice, the more your range will grow. Then just using your diaphragm more and working with that instead of having too much tension in your throat. And it should be good. Twitter questions? Maybe. I might have to say that for one more stream. I'll have to speed through this though. I think that's it though. Figure it out your way. Do the vocal practices. go to professional if you can for help, if you have that option, or you can use YouTube. Only thing you need to know is that there shouldn't be damage. It should not be burning or hurting. Everyone can do the deep Batman voice. Don't do the gravelly one where you can feel it in your throat. Don't do that. Bad. You will play The World Ends With You Neo on stream Sunday. Are you controlling me? If I can fit it in, sure. And then I have to decide if I want to stream it, or if I can play it all on stream, or if it's like whatever I prefer. Now, whatever works, I think. As long as I have content that I want to put in for the Machina runs, I think I'm good. That's the only thing I do. Other than that, I pretty much just play what I want for the most part. I don't really give a shit. Easier that way. Your proudest accomplishments. My mental stability. Any skincare or budget-friendly tips for beginners? I just say if you don't want to get stressed, just start with facial cleanser, toner, and moisturizer. Then oil if you need to seal it in. Probably just go to a professional dermatologist and ask them, because they'll tell you what would work best for your skin, better than anyone else. But if you really aren't sure, just start with like a facial cleanser, toner, moisturizer. Bam. You clean, toner nice, moisturize, yum, 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 yum. That's if you want to talk to no one about it. I use oil sometimes, like castor oil, not like food oil though, to seal it in. That's only if I need to though. I didn't need to do any more ever since I got better moisturizer. Are you gonna play some RPG? I hate RPGs, dude. When you see my debut, I hate RPGs. I'm already trying to. I know that some people are like, they're not good to stream, but I actually really, as a default level, I don't care. If anything, it's more or less fun for me if it's like, I don't know about that one. It's not good. Just don't backseat my streaming experience and I should be good. Because I'll have less fun if I'm trying to have fun and it's like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. And I'm like, ugh. That buns me out more. As long as I can get Machina and stuff that I want there, like membership, I wanted to get it this week. Then it's like, fine. And then if I can actually play it fully or fit it in, whatever. Why not? And just find a good pace for it. That's it. You plan on releasing any more covers in the future? There was some that was supposed to come out for my birthday. Yes. Less time I stream, the more I can do. So like this week, the less time I do stuff, the more I can do. And that's it. I had to be careful, but I'm working on them. I'll have to sacrifice some streams just so I can focus. If it was anything else, I'd be fine. But considering how I'm very afraid of relapsing, I have to like watch myself as I do it. Or give myself physical therapy before I do. But I'm always working on that. I like singing. What the? Thunder. If anything, it'd be like, and my voice was in proper condition or I didn't have those anxieties, then I would have been done it a long time ago. But I'm working on it. Not telling you which though. Do your pupils dilate like a cat when I see thigh highs, yeah? Embarrassing moment you can reconsider. Anytime when I'm more vulnerable or when I want to be. Favorite element in the periodic table or in an avatar? NaCl cause salt, cause that's funny. Favorite romance trope? Slow burn or being annoyed by them at first and then liking them or rivals or lovers? Flay, are you edible? To some animals, yes. To you, no. Ooh. Flay, since you're on the site around the time I referenced talking about something else, that sounds like an awful place. You mentioned before, have you ever gone through the notions of playing dramatical murder? And if so, who's your favorite? And then we answered something like this. What was it? Sorry, it's like buffering a bit. Here you go. No! I'm almost done! Only like 30 more. Literally only 30 more. Okay. What was that? Dramatical murder. What did I say for it again? I forgot. Oh, yeah. I mainly played clears, but it's because it's clear. It's clear, so who wouldn't like clear? But I haven't played every route. Some characters I'm like, ooh. Okay, that's concerning. Yeah, stream may die. We'll see if we can go faster. But a lot of it, other stuff I just heard via... So basically, it's at a point where you're playing the game on the side, but not actually playing it. So you know a lot of other stuff. But it's been forever since I played, so I need to refresh. So it's like one of those games. I'm trying. If I play it one day, you'll see. Okay. What's this? Oh my goodness. Let's try to get to this before it's too late. Hey Flay, I'm wondering if you can give any advice or tips to someone who's wanting to become a content creator VTuber in the near future. Any advice helps, whether it's like audio tech or content ideas, anything. Thank you. Okay. You should love me and only me, but okay. If you want a quality mic, if you're big on the quality of it, get a condenser. If you have a loud environment or anything else, get a dynamic. You have to be up close to the mic, but it will take in less stuff. So you have parents arguing, you have people yelling, you live next to the city. The dynamic will keep a lot of things from getting to your mic. Start small with everything, then gradually upgrade. Only see if you actually like streaming first. Then only big purchase I can recommend immediately is like your PC for streaming, because you'll need the firepower. And content, it really depends on if you're making it a career or what you want to do. If you're having fun, just have fun with it. Or for you, if fun is like, my fun is derived from people giving me love and admiration. Maybe some people it's that, maybe people it's the money. For me, I just say have fun with it. And see. You sort of have to teach yourself, but those are good things to start out with. Oh my goodness. I remember correctly, you'd be interested in making video games. Are there really games that really inspired you in any regard? I'm not sharing you my ideas. No! But... Let's see. No! Okay, let me finish this then. Where was I? I just want to call you out, make you grow as a person, and I just want it to be cathartic. That's it. And I want it to be something that matters a lot to me and I'm passionate about. But I'm not telling you. Mine. Hi, Machina Excellent. Do you have any tips on how to express yourself better? I have always been a quiet and shy kid since... born, and I always find it hard to express my emotions. My blank face and monotone way to talk are kind of making it worse. So seeing you probably express yourself so much makes me happy. And Jelly, please guide me. We're similar. I think I expressed stuff more normally when I was younger. But then it got to a certain point where I didn't express things normally anymore. Which everyone probably will say, yeah, that's literally me. But for me, it was something very specific. So I just didn't give a shit or care. And it was just, it's not there at all. So a lot of the stuff I am now, I got back from not really faking it, but just trying to understand things more and practice expressing myself more. And then it just naturally comes with you. That's what I would say. But I guess you could just, like I said earlier, I'm just exaggerating something just to feel something, anything. Sometimes. But if you want tips for you, just remember, when you're smiling, it sounds like you're smiling, and you gotta make sure you're smiling with your eyes. Approachable. When you frown, it sounds like you're frowning. You look upset. Then watch your body language. Other than that, I'd probably just start with expressing yourself with friends first. Or try expressing yourself in public if you want. Try expressing yourself in a way that you're comfortable, but, like, I can be very expressful, but I don't think I can hit the same energy like other people can, right? Where it's, like, naturally for them. I can express myself in certain ways, but not all of them. But I'd recommend that. Just keep cool. Keep cool. So let's fake it till you make it. You're literally giving yourself a reason to express, basically. Or if you're like apathetic or something, you put yourself in situations where you would have to learn about the people around you to become, like, empathetic. Like that. That's it. Surround yourself with good people, you might become very good. Surround yourself with bad influences, they might influence you very badly. Like that. You use your brain's influential nature against you. See? How would you tell a friend that they're bothering, irritating you? Do you just tell them and ignore them? It depends if that friend will lash out or not. That's what I've had to worry about. Or just people. If it's dangerous to even say something that simple, that's usually a sign that, yeah, that's not safe anyways, so keep that in mind. I think for me, I do it for myself. I'll try to tell them casually or say it matter-of-factly, but just be like, yo, it's good. It depends on who I'm telling it to. If it's like a kid that might break down if I say something too rough, I'm like, I might need to be careful, and I'll tiptoe for that reason because I believe it's worth it. But I think for me, I mainly do it just so I'm not a hypocrite. Because if I tell them, hey, I don't like that, and they still do it, then I think I have every reason to be upset. But what if they just don't know? Unless it's something really obvious, I think I should tell them ASAP, like, hey, I really don't like that. Because then it's like, what excuse do you have? I told you I don't like it. So it's like that. So it's like if you like hand-holding but someone else doesn't like it, and you're like, hey, I really like hand-holding. Please hold my hand. No, I don't want to. Okay, but I really like it. Just expressing that. Then if someone's crazily like lashing out, I'm just like, yeah, don't bother. It'll take a bit, probably, to get away from people like that, but don't bother. Red flag. Oh my goodness. We're literally... almost done. How many questions did I answer so far? Like 150? Okay. Oh. It seems that I've seen that you have a pretty healthy routine and that you're working on improving and learning more about your physical health and how to keep up with it. How do you start with that? I have huge trust issues, so I don't want to rely on anyone. I'm very grateful that my body is in a condition where I don't need to rely on people as much. I don't want to take it for granted or look down on anyone else who doesn't have my body. And because you never know what could happen. One day I could have something, next day I could go tomorrow and I don't have it. So it's also that. Then, I think my routine's healthy, but it's like I said before, it's consistent, but sometimes it's not consistent. The only thing consistent is that I keep trying. Now that may be frustrating for whether it's like another person or yourself, but I just try not to be too harsh on myself about it. Because if I did, I'd just defeat the point and it would be like, meh. So I just keep focused on moving. That's it. And then just finding reasons to want to be healthy. So if you want to be healthy because like, oh, I want to look sexy, so you go do that. Or I want this about myself, I want to do that. Or I want my hair to look like this, so then you grow out your hair and then you straighten it. And you do that, blah, 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 blah. Like that. There you go. Nice. It is very painful. What I always try to do is I try to do something different if I can't figure it out. I'm just like, fuck it. That's where I'm always at these days. I'm like, okay, this didn't work. I'm trying this one. Okay, this didn't work. I'm trying this one. Okay, this didn't work. I'm trying this one. And I get tired. I'm very tired. But I think I like that better than me not doing anything at all. That would kill me. What is this? If the world starts to collapse and you find a loophole where you could save yourself to a non-habit dimension, who are the top 3 in Tempus you would bring with you to start a new living and why? Any of them, but I guess Battle, Magni, and Axel first come to mind. I don't really think it's that deep, though. I'm not sure. I'll think about it later, though. Thank you. Ooh. If you had the opportunity as an ability to get a complex... I'm not telling you! You have to just remember what I said in passing. Huh? I'm not telling you. I get why you want to know, though. You'll just have to look out for it. What if you try to remember it? No way. If you were a character in a visual novel, what genre would it be? Hopefully something normal or romantic comedy, not a tragedy. I could probably see myself as a main character of a seinen, maybe that, but be not suffering, but just something, who knows. And I'd want to be a route, but not too much baggage. If you woke up in another Tempest member's body, who would you want it to be and why? Altair, because he looks like the teenage heartthrob boyfriend. So like the one everyone wants. So why not? I'm so sorry. This is another one because the last one reminded me of Danganronpa. Who are your faves in Danganronpa 1, 2, and VR3? You're going to psychoanalyze me based off my faves? You're not going to be the crazy fans like, oh, of course you fucking like that character. You're a bitch. Fuck you. Finding out people's faces is how I pick at their brains to understand better. Danganronpa 1, Naegi. Makoto, Maezo no Sayaka, Mukuro Ikusaba, Sakura Ogami, Danganronpa 2, Mahiro Koizumi, Hinata Hajime, Nagito Komaeda, Kuzurio Fujihiko, Tanroka V3, Kaide Akamatsu, Shuichi Saihara, Tenko, Himeko, and Kokichi Oma. There you go. Psychoanalyze. Is cereal soup? No. I'm going to college soon and I have no idea what courses to take, so how do you figure out what you wanted to do? Some stuff you'll figure out maybe through the course, some stuff you'll figure out after you finish college. But that just be how it be, I think. The general thing I recommend is either go to community, if you want, if you can, to save money, or just take general courses. Because that will apply to a lot of degrees, right? So just get those out of the way so you don't have to worry about it. And hopefully during those years that you're taking, get rid of those general courses, you'll figure it out. And if you don't, just get time getting internships, I guess, or an externship even. Good for a resume. Then you can probably get a degree that is a good net if you're really out of ideas. And then just probably see counselors, but they never really helped me much. For me, I just had to get hands-on experience, and maybe internship might help you the most. You do an internship for your dream job, then go, yeah, this fucking sucks. Yeah. That's what worked for me, though. Neko Mimi mode. You hate me. Boy. Okay. Thank you to Paksad for these. Thank you. Next. Not a question, I just think you're cool and you should appreciate yourself. Thank you. I agree with you and I hope you appreciate yourself too. And fuck you for not asking a question. Thank you. What do you want to get for your birthday? Lots of money or peace of mind? What flavors are the macaroons? I want to know. I need to know, please. Your flavor is determined upon your diet. Also, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. So whatever the macaroon eats the most of, or takes the majority of their diet, they'll taste like. Pineapple's kind of a universal flavor, so. What is your chess elo? We'll have to test that on stream. Maybe if I can get the other guys to play chess, then we'll figure out. I couldn't think about that on the spot. What is your idea of an ideal friend? Someone that tries to understand me. Yeah, either you understand me or you try to. You try to be patient, and you take me seriously in a good way, and you actually listen to me. I think that's it. That's sweet for me. I didn't have a lot of people doing that for me when I was younger, so that stuff means the world to me. Okay. What kind of fashion do you enjoy? I prefer wearing swimsuit with only strings right around my genitals. Let's see. What did I say before? Stuff that makes you stand up, but not too much. So, nice fitting clothing, slim blazers, dress shirts, ties, sometimes hoodies, if I can interlay it with a jacket, some tech wear stuff, different colored jeans. What piece of media would you say has had the biggest impact on you as a person? Yume Miru Kusuri, so a drug that makes you dream, or Mega Man Star Force? What should I do when I miss you? Beg for me to come back, or watch my VODs, or just keep your plate full. If you have hobbies or your life is busy, you'll just be like, oh, hey, Flayon. So then you won't get too upset, I don't think. So basically, take care of yourself. What song are you listening to right now? Resident Evil 2, The First Floor. What's your favorite cereal brand as a child if you ate it? Apple Jacks. What's your favorite dere archetype? Mentally stable dere. It could be a standard one or a less common one if you're familiar with names for those. Yandere. Don't like, but at least they're more understandable if they aren't fucking super selfish. If they're just crazy with their love, whatever. But if they're weird as fuck, and I'm like, ugh. Let's see. Kuderes, danderes, they don't like too much. Let's see. Communicate with me. Himedere, I sleep. Who the fuck do you think you are? I don't care who you think you are. If you disrespect me, you get nothing. Then dere dere is okay. I think mild tsundere. Mild. Which everyone can probably do like a mild tsundere in a way. Full on tsundere I can't do. If you insult me and don't show me you appreciate me, I'm just gonna think you hate me. So mild any one of those is probably fine. Tandere, it's like shy. What's your favorite kind of dog? The wiener dog. The dogs that look like the wieners. I forgot, they look like hot dogs. And Shiba dogs, but I don't know what those dogs are called. Dashuns, yeah. They're cute looking. What's your favorite thing about other Vanguard members or your favorite moment with them? Okay. Battle. Normal talks I put for Battle. The normal talks I had with him about life, good and bad. Haka was about childhoods. Vesper was also about childhoods. Altair is about personal dreams and morals. Shinri is about personal happiness. Magni was about being enough as we are and as I am, and being chill. And then Axel was just about like human connection and friendship. Who is your favorite band / musician? I can't think of any. I had a band last time, but it's like that one I had to pick. I just like Nobuo Uematsu. Final Fantasy composer, first one that comes to mind. Who's the best Spider-Man? I like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man the best. He's my favorite Spider-Man out of them. I think his writing is a lot more accurate than people say. I think the thing everyone says also is stupid. They think it's stupid. The same, Toby was a good Peter, blah, blah, blah. Everyone forgets that Peter Parker's a little bitch. He's a good boy, but when he started out, he sure as hell was not nice. This is the same man that said the rest of the world can go hang for all I care. All I care about is my aunt and uncle. He didn't come out of the womb going, I'm Spider-Man, let's save people. He said, let's get some fucking cash. He was bullied, yes, but at the same time, he did sort of partly influence some of the way he did that, so he could have been a bit better as a person. So I don't know where all this goody boy Peter Parker came from. Yes, he's a good boy, but he's also a normal teenager on the age, aka just an entire mess. So I don't get this. I don't get this. To me, if he's not good, doesn't have enough flaws, that's more unnatural to me. But that's it. Would you rather fight 5 kindergarten-sized or 10 fifth graders? 10 fifth graders. I feel like beating anything closer to a baby is scary. They're both babies, but it's like, ugh. How do you build a waifu killing machine? You go outside or exercise. Or you just build a design to what people like about people. Would you play an eroge featuring the Artress? And what's your hair routine? Artress, maybe, if it's made well. And good. For hair routine, I don't really do much. I just focus on, I have tea tree, shampoo and conditioner usually, and then I interchange them if my hair's getting too used to one. I usually use sulfate-free shampoo. Then I'll just straighten my hair from time to time if I need, or I'll use a curling iron if I want. And then I use leave-in conditioner. Then I have a leave-in conditioner spray too if I want to like make it look less dry. And that's about it. Pretty simple. I just try to take care of the scalp. Please recommend a song to listen to when it rains. Heavy Rain from Pokemon Sapphire. Sorry. That's the first. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is the beginning one. We're done. Yeah, the leave-in conditioner spray I have is like hair shiner. I use it if I really need to. I have a curling one, yeah. I don't use it too often though. That's it. We're done. And no, I don't like too much grease in hair. That's bad for the scalp, isn't it? That is the Artress blushing. We have done it. Where is he? Then for Twitter, I'll just make one more for that one. I think stopping around 3 hours is good. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you got a lot out of this. Hopefully you're psychoanalyzing me even more, and I hope you have me in your brain nonstop. And I hope you're even more self-aware about it so you can't get me out of your brain. And even if you do, I don't care because it doesn't matter because you've had me in your brain at least once. So that's a win-win for me. So GG. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. If you need anything else, just let me know. Any other quick questions? What's up? What am I even doing tomorrow? I think I'm off. Who's streaming right now anyways? Let me set it up. I need to practice singing. We'll see. I think even for the karaoke, I might, like, keep it short and not go too hard, because I still need to record a lot of covers. So we'll see. We shall see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Still playing Outer Wilds, huh? Nice gifts. Cookie, thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for the gifted memberships. Thank you for the re-memberships. Thank you for the Maka Supers. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. I hope you had fun. Then after we finish the Twitter one time, I'll probably like not touch Q&A for a bit. Hopefully you got the questions you wanted to ask. Unless it's something sus. You have fun too? Of course. If not, I would have ended way earlier. I don't like doing... I'm still trying to take care of myself in other ways, so I don't like work to not be fun at all. So I try to manage it so it's fun for me always, no matter what. Even if it's still work on something. Did you like Barbie? I did! I'm kidding enough. It went a bit deeper than I thought it would. And then, well, like besides any like cursing or swearing or just being upfront about things, they were just not ashamed of just speaking their mind. And they were very respectful about it too. And I liked that they didn't do what they thought they were going to do with Kin. And also they pointed out a thing that I've been pointing out, because I talked about it before with some friends, and they were like, you kind of summed up the Barbie movie. Because I guess for anyone really, but sometimes it happens to guys, when you're raised in a world where it's like, you need to be this to have worth. Like you need to be the family man, you need to have a girlfriend to have worth, blah, blah, blah. And if you get fixated on that, that's why you get lots of people who are like, no, I need a girlfriend or I can't live. And like, I tease it, but I guess I can make sense, so I want it and why it's that hurtful. But I guess when some people make that in their entire existence, kind of just leaves you hollow and nothing there. So there was that too. I think I was just surprised that they weren't holding back and just being upfront about everything about all the troubles that women face. I was like, okay. I thought they were just gonna tiptoe around it or just like say one thing then go, yeah, whatever. So that was surprising. Let's keep it like this. I had trouble focusing just because that day I was really busy. But when I was watching the movie, I had trouble focusing in the beginning, but then partway, it actually got me to focus, even though this is one of the days where I should not be focusing. So I think that's impressive. Also, Scarlet Gems, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. So nice. Thank you. But it was just... Here's the thing with it. I'm not sure which market it was marketed towards, whether it's like the kids or I think it was enjoyable for kids and people who are older. But I think my favorite thing, if it was marketed mainly towards kids, is that the thing I have with problems with like kid movies, I feel like it didn't act like the kids are dumb, and that's my favorite thing about it. It didn't act like anyone reading or watching it was dumb. So that was nice. Didn't have to hold your hand. Didn't have to do it told you up front what it was. They showed it and explained it. And showed why. So I was like, huh, interesting. Interesting. Wasn't sure which one. There was a lot of kids in the theater though. That's why I was like, huh. Who is this marketed towards? I'm not sure. But I think also it just made you appreciate people that want to take things and live in a different way too. It was just nice. It's just nice. It was just a good movie. Good movie. Good. I think I got more out of it than other movies, which were also good, but I was like, oh, this is just too much for my brain. But when I watched Barbie, I was like, this is easy to follow. Okay, this is easy to follow. All right, they're respecting me. Okay. And then, I guess, unless you have like a problem with how the movie's directed, I think it can only shake you if you're insecure, I guess. And for me, I'm just like, no, I'm secure in myself. Oh yeah, that is a problem. In fact, it made me think on some things where I was like, I probably do that, don't I? I need to rethink about this a bit more. Like, I'm sure that I don't mean anything bad, but like maybe I can think about when I approach people a bit more or something like that. But it was a nice movie. I think more people should watch. I'm glad I watched it. My sister liked it. She keeps saying kin enough though. We both keep saying it. Pretty easy to understand. I think if you just go in there, watch the movie, don't let any weird biases in, and just like literally just hear their message, you'll get it, and not go like, they're trying to say this. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. So I think it's nice. You're kin enough. You're kin enough. Okay, I think it'd be easier for someone to go, this is so dumb. This is just like blah blah. Insert buzzword here. Congratulations. Does that make you feel better? Does that make you feel better in your echo chamber group of friends? You're repeating the same thing over and over, aren't you? Nice. Congratulations. You are so different from everyone. You're so special. And you are. But I'm also special too, so you got your work cut out for you. Oh! That's what I always say. People are special. You are special. But I'm special too, so keep it up. You're kin enough. I'm kin enough too. So keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Everyone in this world is special. Now, to stand out among special people, you have to be super special. But the difference is that doesn't mean you're not inherently without worth. You have worth by being you. But if you want more worth, you just become cooler. Just like how I'm taking care of myself. Okay, that's it. Do you have kin energy? I'm not kin enough. I'm kin enough. Me? No. I'm not sure. Who knows what I am? You tell me. Psychoanalyze me and tell me later. Alright. What makes you unique is that you are your own person. There you go. Don't worry, I'll one day have a stream where we go into all this. I will prove it to you. I will prove it to you. Some may call it optimistic. I call it just realistic. It's realistic. Even if you have two people that have gone through the exact same thing, they're still different people. Even if people live in the same house and go through the same exact thing, they're still different people. There's only one you. Even if there's like 5 years down, there's someone exactly like you. Doesn't matter, there's still difference. It's still you. And that's fine. You will be people similar to you maybe sometimes. But for that, just like, become cooler. I don't know. That's it. That's what I do usually. Damn, I'm jealous. I'm just gonna become cooler then. I don't go, oh. When I was younger, yeah, but now I'm too old for that. I'm just like, whatever. Okay. All right. Any more before I go? I'll send you to the Shinster. The Shinrister. Deal? Q&A stream once in a while? Dude, I thought people hate deep conversations with me. Let's see. Sure, why not? Maybe like once a month if I can. Or every two times a month, maybe. Okay. But yeah. Have a good one now. Thanks for listening to me. Play bye-bye. If I could bring back one toy from my childhood, the e-reader I had for Pokemon that someone stole on the fucking bus. Asshole. Little me maybe went too far with anger issues. But see, no one also fucked with me, because whenever people tried to bully me, I just beat the shit out of you. But now that's a problem in today's society. But little me would just do that. Oh well. Alright, play bye-bye, play bye-bye, play bye-bye.